Welcome back, fellow scribes. It's time for another round of Civ 7 here in the Exploration Age. Time to get into it. Alright, we got some dedications to pick, of course. Now let's see how much it costs to make a town into a city. 100 gold. So, we are going to be taking advantage of that. We do actually have to look at the map here. What has changed? What has stayed the same? Okay, I thought die stayed. They are gone. So we have double. Okay, so for our science there. Gold is still good. We still have a double over here for our villa. Alright, that's workable. Alright, we still got a great culture spot. We can go over here for another gold area. So yeah, I think Toledo looking pretty solid. Pretty solid, I think. So we will keep this as is. We could even crush this boat with a wharf and other things and get over here if we want to move some stuff that way. I think that would be a good call. So yeah, we definitely want Toledo. Now let's get over here to Salamanca. Right, now Salamanca we definitely did up nice and pretty. Alright, so these stayed. Looks like some movement happened. Alright, so we got a double here still. We got a triple here. And we got a double here. Oh, okay, I remember what I did. Yeah, so I still like what we got going on here. We can get out to a very good gold tile here. We have a double here for some happiness. And if we wanted to, we can make another double if we wanted to go that route. We cannot get out this way. Or this. Okay, so really this is it for gold. Unless 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, we end right here. Okay, oh, yeah, that's right. We also are over here. We do have this. We can get over to a nice 4 gold tile. There's a 3 that we could reach if we need to. So we do have some options. So yeah, I definitely like Salamanca. Seville, I think we'll keep. Valladolid, I think that's still a 3. I will keep these as an urban center for sure. Cadiz, we might put into something else. Okay, so it's 3 gold on the market. Still, that is a nice, good 7 gold here that we are still working with as a base yield. So if you see here, let's see if it's not really showing the unhappiness. We'd have to get into that, but still, we're at least getting 7 gold in these areas, so it's really good stuff. Constantinople, definitely going to befriend that. Also, we should be getting some science. Oh, yep, there it is, some science on these. We'll probably settle a bit more up here to get a bit more science. How are we looking, by the way? 93, not great, not terrible either, but we definitely need to work on that. As for culture, I'm not surprised that Rizal's really pulling ahead on that already. He's going to have a lot of good culture this age for what he is. Oh, Cadiz, we do have whales here. I do appreciate that. Any other good resources? Alright, dyes went away, so really all we have is this crab here. Now I kind of wish I'd settled this different, but hey, you can't know these things, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I wish you could tell where whales and stuff would appear, but I guess that's just how it is. Hama, we will try to befriend Hama. Alright, okay, so he did settle this to acquire Machu Picchu. He'd be able to get the whole thing. Okay, and all this. So if we were to war him, we would have to take out Mexico and Tehuacan, I would believe. That would be the situation if we go that route. All right. Either way, let's get things rolling. We definitely want to get over here. This is distant lands. So let's get these guys moving in this direction. Where's our extra cog? We should have an extra one, I would believe, unless they didn't give it to us. I'm not seeing him. All right, we'll have to create him, it looks like. All right, let me get over here. I know there's another guy we had. Yep. Right on the edge, we're going to have him start exploring out, see what we can find. Tabriz, we did ally last time. We will probably ally this time. All right, very good looking around here. We might see if he will be willing to give us open borders. Let's go ahead and check that right now. Willing to open those borders up? He accepts. Great. We're just going to automatically set this guy to auto. All right. Fantastic. Kind of giving me a good idea of, yeah, look at all this culture that he's just getting off of, just having ocean tiles. It's crazy. All right, Samarkand, I would like to befriend. That would be good. All right, so Samarkand, Constantinople, definitely some people I want to ally. Okay, yeah, let's get this rolling. I think Salamanca should be our new capital, in my opinion. So Toledo, we're going to come in here and we're going to convert now. There we go. Because now, if we go to Salamanca, it would cost me 350, but we're going to make Salamanca into a capital, so we don't have to worry about that. Before we do, let's take a look at what we got. I do want astronomy. That's going to be very important to me. Piety for sure. I'm the only one that unlocks piety right now because it's a first come, first serve for that one. So that's really good. So what's our last thing going to be? Towns getting the additional, always a good one. Extra resource capacity and settlements would be really good if we want to up our economics, which I'm not feeling terrible on that. That'd be pretty good. We could also get purchasing buildings 5% cheaper. Doubled for gold buildings. That'd be really good if we want to up our gold, which I'm not opposed to. We are very gold-centric on this. We love money. We love money. All right, so what are we kind of feeling? More additional town growth. I actually, yeah, you know what? Four Corners has started to grow on me, in my opinion. It has started to grow on me. All right, let's switch our new capital, Salamanca here. We're going to confirm this up. Yeah, I kind of like this. I know the resource capacity can be a bit, would be really good, but I think this is the way to do it. All right, there we go. Salamanca is now the capital. We've unlocked piety. Congratulations. We've unlocked astronomy. Fantastic. All right, let's get into growing here. I think my first order of business. Okay, Serpent Mound can be built in Madrid. What about Toledo? Ah, beautiful. I would prefer Serpent Mound in Toledo. Ah, just what I wanted, actually. Just what I wanted. This is perfect for us. That is a big boost. 7 turns. Let's go ahead and move this production. All right, we'll go ahead and secure... Oh, you know what? That looks really good. Unfortunately, we're losing a whole production now. But I definitely want Serpent's Mound. It won't affect this, but these 2 tiles, and hey, if we want to go out here, it's another boost. But the main reason is that we're going to get 3 science and 2 production on all unique improvements in this settlement. So that's going to be real big for us. Granted, we only have 3 of them, and we'll be kind of limited on a few others, but that is still 3 more. I'll admit Valladolid would have a lot of use for it, for sure. Madrid, not really. I don't even know if it has a megalith in here. If it did, I don't know where it would be. Okay, this turned into furs, but we still have a spot here. We could go here if we want to have another spot. So this is looking pretty good. All right, actually, speaking of Madrid, let's get in here. First off, I think I will acquire... we could go observatory or we could go temple. I do want to up my science. That is 100% a fact. I think I'm going to do temples, though. Just go ahead and get that out of the way over here. So that way, that'll make Madrid my holy capital. And then Salamanca, I think we will do the observatory. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the observatory. A nice 3. Or we can come out here for another 3. Oh, this here's a 4. Do we want to kind of do that? I think the extra science would be quite powerful. Okay, so this is a 3. This is a 3. I think the extra science is kind of what we need right now. So let's lose 3 culture. All right, that's going to hurt us a bit, but this is just a super powerful spot for us. So we'll go there. Let's try to get this observatory in. And then what we can do is we can come over to Valladolid, actually. And apparently I cannot... Oh, right. We haven't set it up yet. Well, we're going to set Valladolid up as an urban center. That is a fact. All right. Yeah, Valladolid is an urban center, 100%. Sevilla, yeah, 17 turns. I don't see us acquiring anything. I definitely want to settle here now. I see there's some... Yeah, this is a great resource spot. Okay, Sevilla really doesn't have the options we wanted. All right, we could do a hub town. It is... Oh, don't click that. We are connected to 3 cities and 3 towns, so that would be 6 influence a turn. So that would be pretty good. Extra influence for us. We also have the religious site. We can get 2 slots in the temple, and we can purchase temples a lot more effectively. So it would make that cheaper. There's mining, there's fishing. What else we got up here? Urban center. I mean, we could do an urban center. As for a resort town, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It does have some tiles here for that, but let's see what we got. We could crush this. We could get to a nice 3 with these urban center if we want to do that. That's not a bad idea. Also have a double over here and over here. Triple for that observatory if we want to go for it. Yeah, so there's options in Sevilla. I honestly think... What else are we looking at here? 24 production. We could also just make it a mining town and just up that production. I think that might be the right call to make. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think it's a good idea to make that. That's now making us a ton of gold. I'm going to let Cordoba grow. Yes, I'm going to let it grow one more time. I want to try to secure this camel if I can. Zaragoza, 12 turns. Might let that grow. Oh, hey, here's our cog. All right, perfect. We found him. Go up across the top here. All right, Zaragoza looks good. Cadiz, we're going to let grow. We're going to let those grow. All right. How are we on settlement limit? We're at 8 of 8. Ashoka's at 3. That's really not good. The fact he's still beating me in science is ridiculous. All right, so this all looks great. Valladolid, I'm going to get in here. We're going to go ahead and buy this observatory right now. Look at that. We got a beautiful 4, or we can go for a 3. I do like the 3. I think the 4, we do have still a good culture tile, though. So, yeah, I mean, we pretty much could just keep to the 3, I think. I think that would be ideal. Yeah, so let's keep to the 3 on that. All right, beautiful. Let me check Madrid here. Do we have the option to purchase a settler? 325. Okay, a little pricey, a little pricey. All right, we'll leave off on that. Let me check my guys here. All right, Pataliputra. Yeah, we'll keep you heading that way. Where's our other one? Ah, yes, there you are. Let's see, we got Essen here. That's pretty far down. What about Wailuku? Could do Wailuku. Let's do Wailuku first. All right, let's go ahead and buy a few more merchants. These are going to really help up our GDP. Okay, that's all we got. All right, that's fine. All right, I want to befriend Hama if I could. 170, so I can only get one of these. I'd rather have Hama first. Definitely. Expansionist. Definitely want to get that extra limit. All right, let's get into resource allocation here. Let's just dump everything we got. Maybe keep the crabs. We'll see. All right, so there we go. All right, let's get our cities up and running first, of course. First, we'll throw this into Madrid. All right. Everybody gets a elephant. All right. 42, 39, 41. Toledo is building our wonder, so we'll give them another elephant. There we go. More happiness. Throw you some cotton. Throw you some cotton. All right. Madrid still has a ton of gold, so you're going to get the jade, and then this is for distant lands the most, but we'll go ahead and plug it in anyway. For now, let's go ahead and get our crabs into our towns, whether they're growing or not. It's plenty of food we can work with. Perfect, because even if they're not growing, that means that food is going to our cities if they are connected. Let's go ahead and source these out. All right. Maybe I should have grabbed some attribute points, huh? Might have been a good idea. This is a lot of culture and science I could have been using. All right, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and slot it all. All right, perfect. Honestly, we're not down by that much food. All right, I like this. Everybody's pretty even. 7 turns. All right, it's up to 7 still. That's unfortunate. It should be, I thought it'd be lower, because it said 6 at first. All right. Either way, into our government. We could go theocracy. Could go plutocracy, or we could go feudal monarchy. I could be fighting, but I'm not. If I am, this isn't really going to be that effective for what I'm doing. So plutocracy, that would be pretty handy. And then, of course, there's theocracy. 20% production and gold towards constructing or purchasing temples and missionaries. That would be pretty good. Then we can get our relics, which is very good for a culture run, which we are kind of doing. Yeah, the theocracy is actually pretty good. Science on gold buildings, plus 10 trade range, and plus 2 science on trade routes. So I think we got to kind of decide here, what are we doing? We could go money and specialists, or we can really kind of lean into our culture. So I'm trying to decide here, are we going for a culture run, or are we going to kind of leave it open for a possible economic run / science? I say we're going to play into Isabella's ability of theocracy. I think we're going to work on our religion. I think it's going to be our goal. All right, we got 2 options. I want cartography. Well, the sawmill would increase our production, though. All right, 3 turns isn't terrible. Yeah, let's do cartography, though. We want to actually work on that. Civics, let's take a look. We can 1 turn. Grand Bazaar, that's pretty nice. Oh, yeah, because that's our special. Spanish. All right, that is actually really good to know that Escorial is right there. So that's pretty good. In which case, we should probably go for House of Wisdom and Rigaholt then. I think that should be our push. Before we fully decide, let me check economics here. How are we on treasure? I don't think we're that well equipped. Yeah, we got a few. We got a little bit, but it's not, yeah, it's not worth going for Grand Bazaar, really. Not really. Yeah, so we're going to leave that. All right, moving on. We got to get our policies in. Let's get the gold on districts. That's going to be real big. And then let's go for gold on resources. Let's just double up on that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll confirm this. We could actually increase our production. Probably do the gold, though. Let's see the gold. 183 is now 3. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty big. All right, trade opportunity. Yep, we see that. All right, we got ourselves our commanders. They can't do much for us yet, so we're just going to keep these guys here for now. All right, beautiful. Let's get these turns going. It's a long 1 turn. Let's actually get into this. All right, rough seas ahead, of course. All right, let it happen. Oh, okay, we can go. Perfect. Yeah, you can just keep going. We got a diplomatic action. Happiness in our cities for both leaders. I will agree to this. I actually do want to try to get to my celebrations as soon as possible. As often as possible. Alright. We're going here. We're going here. Let's go ahead and head to Essen. Alright. Perfect. Let me secure another boat in Cordoba if I could. Beautiful. Yeah, we're going to get one of those. All right. And we're going to leave this alone. My plan is I want to come through here, see what's available, because there might be something big right in the middle here. I would hate to miss out like I did last time. Oh, wow, look at that. Just right there. Beautiful. Okay. We'll still jump off here, see if there's something nearby up top. But we can definitely get into distant lands relatively quickly as long as we're on top of it. All right, yeah, this probably doesn't mean much, but... Oh, sorry, not those. The other one is what I was paying attention to. Ah, perfect. Distant lands right there, too. All right, ally with Ashoka. I will accept that for now. All right. Choose production. We've got our temple, which means we have a religion option. Okay. Now we could... we're going to leave that alone for now. Settler 3 turns. Yeah, I'd rather have probably an observatory. Yeah, let's go ahead and up our science some more. So we got a triple and a double. What do we want to do? Both are nice. The university would take some time to get to, so yeah, let's just go ahead and do a triple. Alright, we do want to do our bazaar. Yeah, it's a good bazaar. Oh, this is a 5. Okay, good to know. This is a 4. Ah, I see why that's a 5. So is this. Okay, okay. That's good to know. We're going to go over here, though. So, those are clocked in, plugged in. Religion, you know it, Catholicism. Every time, baby. Every time. Alright, so what is our belief relics going to do? Let's see here. 2 relics for capital cities. I do want to try to spread this religion this time, guys. I didn't do it too well as Charlemagne, I know. Didn't do it too well as Charlemagne. Alright, honestly, I think our best bet's going to be the cities. Unless we do this. But I got to my temples so quickly. Or my altars. Yeah, let's do this just to be sure. Alright, now as for our religion, what are we doing? Natural wonder in other cities. Well, I have one of these, so that doesn't help. Alright, so 4 gold. Alright, we could go gold. We could go culture. Alright, I'm still trying to figure out these, like, biome types. Like, I don't know how that's... It's always kind of hard to figure out. We could increase our happiness, actually, which would help us increase our celebrations. That's not bad. Alright, what's this? Grasslands. I guess one thing to do would be marine tiles, right? Is there even a marine tile option? I could also just boost my production. Navigable rivers. Let's do influence for every foreign settlement following your religion. Yeah. Plains, grassland. Oh, here we go. Happiness for every marine biome and other civs following... Oh, wow. That would be really big, actually. Because we're playing an archipelago map. But it's just happiness, though. Okay. Well, we could actually run a happy campaign. That's not a bad idea. Let's see. We're at 149 happiness. We could use that to really plug in cards and really shoot ahead. That is an option. I also just think grabbing culture or science would be pretty good, too. That way we can... you know, beat people to wonders and stuff. I think we'll probably do science for science for each of your own settlements, and then 4 for foreign settlements. Yeah, interfaith dialogue seems to be the way to go, especially for us already doing a ton of culture. Okay, get you guys popping across here, right there. That's beautiful. All right, we already have this religion. Can we go ahead and buy a guy, actually? I'm going to buy a missionary, get him going around for us. And we could put down other temples. Toledo's doing its job. I do want to settle these relatively soon. I should have done them last age. Now that I have that Tundra card. Oh, Shinto got founded by Rizal. Good for him, I guess. Alright. Oh, and by the way, we are doing scribe damage. So, I'm still taking full damage. Or at least I should be. But the AI is now taking barely... They're still taking a good chunk. I will... No, I'm actually going to accept this. I don't need that much food. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I don't need food. Alright, choose tech. We could go into our guilds. Get the guild hall and the kiln. That'd be pretty good. Let's kind of see what we're looking at here. We do want to get to shipbuilding. So, maybe we should go through machinery and get to that. Yeah, let's go ahead and acquire machinery, actually. Also, I have a ton of woods. Alright, so we got this. Let's receive a relic. +1 culture and happiness on displayed relics. So, boom, there we go. We have a policy slot. We can overbuild faster. Happiness in our settlements. Gold in our settlements. I'm going to take more gold. So, 316. 3, beautiful. Alright, we've made it across. Beautiful. Means I do want a settler over here. I'd probably better off settling this over complaining about 2 extra science. Alright, let's go here and see if we can uncover anything down here. Alright, as for you, let's get you up to Cadiz first. Hop you here, because that turn movement doesn't matter since we don't have shipbuilding yet. Alright, now I think we do have enough money. I could probably get a... Yeah, I can get a temple. Let's go ahead and secure that. That's pretty nice, but we're just going to go here. Get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get a guy, too. There we go, 220. Beautiful. I will admit, having a holy center town does kind of appeal, because then you do... You know, you can make everything cheaper. Alright, good. We've unlocked Halakaway, which we do want to build. Now, this is what I was talking about. See, they're making the same... They're taking the same damage as me. Okay, there is a... I knew there was an island down here. I knew it. Alright, we're going to get a migrant. It's kind of why we talked to Hama first. Where's my migrant at? Oh, yes, over here. Go ahead and secure that. Let's get probably more production here. I'll grab this one. There we go, because that volcano may go off and kind of help boost us. I will take happiness on the Colosseum. Alright, we've opened up our production. We've got our... observatory. We could build Halakaway, which, yeah, let's go ahead and build that. That would be very good for us. This would actually make this a 2, right? Or it should anyway. Ooh. Actually, that's not a bad idea either. Any other good spots? I mean, if we go here, we make a great gold tiles, honestly. Going here is also a great gold tile once we get to it. This turns the 4 into a 5. It's not terrible. You know what? I think here's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're going to go right there. Let's go with Halakaway there. Okay, so we got that secured. Try to build that in. Alright, what else we got? Let's see here. We can do the bazaar and stuff later. Yeah, let's just leave that alone. The stonecutter actually has a little bit of appeal, apparently. Oh, okay, yeah, we've confirmed that. Making good money. Alright, you can go this way. You can go this way. Alright, beautiful. Alright, then we'll just get you on the top. On the top rope. Alright, what we got? Yes. Let's incrementally increase our science by talking to ourselves. Oh, we got a guy. Perfect. Yep, another point of science. We're climbing. We're crawling. I need to really increase this culture, though, so we are going to focus on that here. Science is just kind of keeping us honest. We will lose this boat, by the way. Not this one, though. Looks like we should be able to make it. Yeah, see, look, they still take... Yeah, they should take the same damage as me, in my opinion, for ocean. It's just... It's a, how I described it, it's a natural, like, enemy. You know, like, it just exists. Like, they shouldn't be getting any benefits from, you know, that. Like, what are they doing better than me? 75 science or 60 food. I'll take the science. Alright, not quite what I wanted, but good enough. Ooh, hey, that's pretty good. Let's get you up here, huh? Okay, liking how this looks. Very interesting. Alright, we are about to lose this boat. We have 716. I think our first settle should definitely be down here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a settler for this. And then I could probably grab one in Salamanca as well. We do have enough. Let's see if we can befriend Constantinople. Not yet, but we will. Or Samarkand. I would love either one of those options. Alright, let's move on. Oh, what happened here? 150 excess happiness for Ashoka. That was pretty quick. Alright, I want to see what's down here. If there's a lot of treasure, we need to grab it. Unfortunately, it is definitely within reach of everybody. So, alright, what we got here? 50 gold. Let's actually do our science first. Let's switch up where we're going. Alright, so we could go for a Nan Madal, a settlement limits. Could make better units. Okay. Well, either way, we gotta do both. Do we want to get through this quickly? I don't really think we have much of a choice. Yeah, let's head to shipbuilding. I think that's going to be our focus for the most part. I would like to get Zeddy Daw. That would be a nice option. Question is, do I want to focus on that? Because if we gotta focus on something. In my opinion, like right now is the time to focus. Everybody has higher science than me, though. So we gotta think on that. Oh. Alright, we're gonna try to push the science. We're gonna try to push the science. Yep, we're going for the science. Alright, so let's go in there. Let's get back to our narrative choice. Let's take the science. Shave a turn off of what we're researching. Friedrich dislikes, I don't care. Competing wonder. Oh, Halakaway. Okay, there is a chance we might lose Halakaway then. That would be not really surprising, because, you know, we are in a water-based map, so them doing this is not unheard of. 150 gold. I'll take the culture. I want to try to get to through society as much as possible. Alright, we made it to the other side of this. Alright, very interesting settle. I like it. Okay. And we found the land, but we're gonna die. That's a bummer. Alright, another religion got founded. Apparently our... Oh, he gave it all of his health back just so he could die. There's Serpent Mount. Our creator sang to us in the wind, in the running water, in the bird songs, and children's laughter, and taught us music. Tenskwatawa. Alright. Beautiful. We got some wonderful adjacencies on these tiles now. And these megaliths now are getting me science and production, which is a real big deal. There we go. Yeah, look at these tiles. Amazing. Also... Toledo now follows my religion, so I'm getting even more gold and production and food. So, there's a winner for us. Alright, we got some wonderful stuff here. Stonecutters are useless, which means I shouldn't have put the one thing down, but hey, we did it anyway. So we definitely want a sawmill. I just don't know where I want to put it. Oh boy. That is the question, huh? Yeah, that's a bit annoying. What's in here? We could get rid of the altar. That is a lot of production sitting there. I'm going to hold off for now. I'm not going to put down a building that'll last forever just for this little, you know, pinch of something. Alright, let's look at a bazaar. I think we should acquire that. Also, we have the observatory. This is a nice 3 for us. This is also a 3. Let's go ahead and get rid of the library. Yeah. Oh, there is a specialist in there, too. So that's even more of a reason to do that. Okay, we'll secure that bazaar. Put that right there with a lovely 4 on it now. And a temple. I would go here for a temple, because that's where our happiness center is. Oh, well, we could go here. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I'm not putting a stone cut. I'm not putting a wood thing right there. Let's go ahead. This looks about the furthest we can go. We just got to find a spot that looks good. All right, looks like we got kicked out. I don't really care. Not really a big deal. All right. Let's get you along these coastals here. All right, there's canal. Wouldn't mind befriending them, maybe. Not seeing much in the way of treasure, though. That kind of... There's one treasure, so it's kind of a bust right now. Okay, they have a lot of treasure, so I can definitely see them building up a thing for that. All right, let's move on. There's Confucianism. Our scout will be fine. He'll live. Our settler should live, too, pretty much. All right, there's Halakaway. We acquired it. The life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. Kamehameha the First. Beautiful. I've built this wonder quite often, actually. Now that I think about it, I usually end up getting this one. All right, beautiful. We've got that. All right, let's get out here to this crab tile. All right, choose a thing. We can get a Sakia. We get science and settlements following our religion. Must be placed on an existing improvement on floodplains. So this is actually not really good for us because there's not really many floodplains around. So really, I just came here for the settlement limit, honestly. So I will be taking that. That'll be a nice boost to our time. All right, Halakaway is complete. No other wonders at the moment, so let's kind of do a little bit of homekeeping, huh? A little bit of housekeeping. All right, so stonecutters and sawmills are pretty good. I could lose this megalith, which I think I will, because this leaves us to some nice tiles we can work with. So we would be missing out eventually, though. That is unfortunate. All right, so there is that. All right, where are we looking here? Gristmill could go only one spot, or here as well. Actually, I'm not opposed to putting a gristmill here. We would lose happiness, but we get a ton of food. And there's the wharf, bazaar, temple. Yeah, let me see that temple. Yeah, we can do an 8 here. That's a triple there. It's a double here. Yeah, we could put a temple here, right? And let's see here. I could do a granary gristmill here, but we actually have adjacency that I don't want to mess with. All right, what we got here? A saw pit and a brickyard. Yeah, I should probably crush this megalith, honestly. Yeah, we do a stone cutter and a sawmill right there. Let's go ahead and crush that first. All right, get that out of the way. Let's move this production. Yeah, let's go out. Actually, where it looks good. You know what? We will take a specialist, I think. Let's go ahead and grab this science. All right, Salamanca, I'm going to keep building up. Let's go ahead and do our bazaar. Yep, a nice 4 and 4, so let's go ahead and secure that. All right, there we go. Now let's move on. All right, we cut right across here. Not seeing a lot in the way of... Yeah, that is unfortunate, unless there's something in here. Makes me wonder if I want to take out Canal. I don't know. I do want to heal, though. So we're going to take a stop here. All right. Now show me if there's any good stuff here. Even if there's not, we're sending the settler out anyway. All right, we still have one more charge. Let's go ahead and start... Oh, let's head out to Guadalajara. Let's go ahead and get some more resources. All right, we have more production resources, and that is what I care about more. Especially since these are worth 3 as well. Also, they're worth GDP. So that's important to me too. All right, 45, let's up that. Oh, you have Jade. So actually, get rid of an elephant. Get the 10. You have all your elephants. I can't do anything more. So we'll just do this. There we go, perfect. All right, Salamanca is getting some good production. Toledo's not too bad either, honestly. All right, perfect. We just need more slots. Yeah, I wish I had more slots. All right, let's get over here. My scout might die to that. I don't know how big this island is, but it's decent enough for me already, so I'm happy with that. 8 and 9, though. Not pleased. All right, Constantinople, I'm going to befriend you up. All right, I need more options of placing stuff down, especially in Toledo. I don't know if I'm going to crush this stuff, but if I have an availability, I want to put it down, because it's also tourism in the modern age, if we get that far. Which we probably will, honestly. I don't think we're going to build past anything quick. That was Grand Bazaar. Not a surprise. Okay. Leave my guy alone, please. He might die from the ocean damage. All right. You should make it. That's good. Okay. Friedrich. I don't care. All right. So, Madrid, we could build our wharf out. What else we got going on? Missionaries. We could spam out some of them. I could do a fleet commander. It's actually not a bad idea. Would be nice to have a fleet, especially in this type of map. Let's go ahead and secure a wharf, though. We definitely want to do that. So let's see here. We got a 5. Ooh, that's pretty good. Got 5 out here, too. Oh, that's right. Each one of these counts as culture. I forgot. Well, we could go here. I don't know what we would build here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what? It is a 4 tile, 4 gold. So yeah, let's head out that way. Get that wharf building. All right, Madrid. Might as well just take some happiness. How are we happy-wise? All right, we're bottom of the barrel happy. We're about middle of the pack culture, and we are bottom of the barrel science. Okay, that's about what I'd expect. All right. Get you healing. Get you healing. These are like by themselves, which is kind of annoying. They're not connected to the other areas. All right, we got a thing there. Let's hop across. There we go. We do have 2,000 gold, though. Ooh, hold up here. We got 2,000 gold. I think Valladolid has something for me. Apparently a sawmill. Good grief. What we got over here? I could go there. I don't think I would do anything more with that anyway, so you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and secure that. I don't really need a stonecutter, so we'll leave that alone. All right, Sevilla, what about you? Sawmill, stonecutter, a temple. I could feel a sawmill up. Let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, I have to crush some megaliths. That's a bummer. Well, we'll go ahead and do it anyway. Actually, we don't have to, because you are a production hub, so we can put that there. And I guess we could put a stonecutter in. What we got here? Do we want to lose our 3 gold? Actually, if we lose our 3 gold, we will gain back 2 gold. So, actually 5 gold. We will get 5 gold out of this. So it's actually not a loss. Yeah, it's actually not a loss. Yeah, so let me put this in. So we're at 413, 415. Yeah, we did gain 2 gold off of that. Let's go ahead and get our temple too. There we go. Now that was because of maintenance. I'm going to go ahead and secure a missionary as well. That way we can get these guys in our grasp. You are, speaking of which... There we go. Zaragoza following us. Right, perfect. Almost our whole area is religious. 7%. That's not bad. Shinto's at 4. We gotta make sure that stays low, which means we gotta start spreading religion over this way. Cordoba. How about you get me a temple? Actually, what am I gonna make you? You really don't have much going on. You know what? I will do that for you. You're gonna finish your growth. But actually, you know what? Let me get you back to growing. We're gonna go ahead and set you up as a religious site. Yep, definitely a religious site. Making this temple a lot cheaper. There we go. And making this missionary cheaper too. And then I'll put you back to growing. Beautiful. Alright. Let's move on. Okay. Yeah, because we got to make sure we're making missionaries. We're doing stuff. Alright. Is he trying to kill my settler? I think he is. 2 happiness on specialists or 2 culture. Okay. We've unlocked kilns and guild halls. It's more science for us. Oh, cool. We can just slip right through them. Alright. Great. That's really good for us. Okay, let's acquire this. That's the main thing I wanted. And, honestly, now Cordoba can just stay a religious site. So plus 2 happiness on all buildings and 2 relic slots and temples in this town. So very nice. All right. Oh, and that even counts for buildings that are outdated. Even better. Okay, so Society 2. We're going to try to go for House of Wisdom here. Let's get another free relic. All right, we got another policy to assign. Could increase our happiness more to hit more celebrations. Oh, hey, there we go. Hey, I always like that one. That'll probably be plugged in for the end of time now. Secure science. Yep. Get a turn of science out of that. All right, this all looks fine. Oh, wait, that's right. Plug this out, and now I can get camels into Toledo. That'll be helpful. All right, we're still at 52 production, but hey, let's go ahead and plug in some resources while we can. Right, beautiful. Yeah, we want to be plugging in stuff that we've imported. Yeah, we're down at the bottom. We need to kind of climb up here. I don't like how I'm second place in military. I'm still trying to figure that out. We're still ahead culturally, so let's try to keep that up. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. All right, yeah, Sevilla will get these Catholic. That's why this guy's moving. All right, let's move over here. All right, beautiful. Could you guys really just leave my man alone, okay? Leave my man alone. All right, so this is acquired. Let's just go to Constantinople here because we are befriending it. So roughly by the time we get there, we'll be setting that up. That's Nan Madal. Oh, yeah, you know what? Archipelago map makes sense for getting Nan Madal. It does make sense. Oh, you're attacking me. I see you're approaching me. At Salamanca, let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Repair that stonecutter. Oh, yeah, we can actually... Yeah, we can buy buildings. That is something we can do. Yeah, I get that. Ashoka, I get that. All right, get in the water. All right, let's get you over here. Start spreading that religion. All right, so let's hop up here. I'm not sure where we're gonna settle yet, but we're gonna settle it hard. All right, let's acquire this. 60 food or 22 production. I think we'll take the production. Salamanca. Yeah, it should finish that mill actually, so we'll do that. That sure did. Moved right into the temple. Good. Let's secure our trade route here. All right, so we got some jade, we got some crabs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take full advantage of what we got going on here. I'm going to lose this. I'd rather have gold than happiness. All right. Now we could plug in the food. I don't know if that's really... You know what? It is GDP. It is GDP. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Perfect. All right. So where are we at here? You could keep sailing on, and we might as well try to acquire more land. I know you can hit him. What do you... Yeah, it's like, don't be acting like you can't attack. Okay. All right, so we've got this. Yeah, I'll want to acquire this. I might attach it with this. We'll find out, but we've made it. We've made it. All right, let's see what else we can explore here. I just don't know where this settler's going to go. He will be coastal, though, that's for sure. All right, we're taking some damage. I don't know why you're doing what you're doing, but sure. All right, good. Narrative choice. I will take that culture. Thank you, sir. Moving on. All right, these specialists are not really worth our time at the moment. I just realized one downside is you can't really build any uniques out in the water. Now, I know you can do them, like, on river tiles, but not, like, marine tiles. Interesting. Well, do we want to put down a specialist now? Maybe. What are we building? We are about to get our bazaar, which should be going in here. Oh, wait, my bad, right here. Okay, perfect. We'll put our guy there then. Yep, there you go. All right, what else we got? We kind of acquired everything. Oh, right, cat is. Yes, you got to grow one more. Get me those whales. Get me those whales. All right, you got to hop up here, buddy. All right, let's get Co in our grasp. I don't want to settle just yet. I want to see what we got available here. All right, decent sized land. We probably will settle like right in here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this might be the good spot. We'll find out. All right, that's an addle. We don't need that. All right, you need to get out of here. You're hurting me. All right, we'll get down here. Yep, we sank that boat. See you later, bud. All right, you'll be fine. All right, there's Namadal. There's settlement limit. There's inn. So if they built Namadal already, that's probably doesn't bode well for us. All right, what do we got here? 2 science, 2 culture. That doesn't mean anything to me. All right, what is our next area? You know, like, that's kind of what we're looking at. I could go for 2 happiness. Don't really think we should do this because we're better off just, like, doing this. Yeah, we're better off with that. All right, Madrid. Want to be careful. We're 1 turn for possibly building House of Wisdom, which I do want to go for. So what can we do in 1 turn? Oh, Fleet Commander? Perfect. Yeah, we'll Fleet Commander 1 turn. Great. That solves that problem. All right, Madrid has wharfs. Let's just get you some happiness. Make you feel better. You can have some crabs down here. All right, perfect. All right, there we go. There's Salamanca following us. Oh, will follow us next turn. All right, let me just go down 1 more, kind of see what we got going on. Actually, we could settle this. Take over a huge chunk of the island. I'm actually not opposed to that because I'm here to... oh, that's right. We can shoot from a distance. You need to heal. All right, we're going to pillage that next turn. All right, what we got? Ah, yes. There we go. Gurdwara. That gives us 2 more relics. We're filling our relics up nicely. Quite nicely. Alright, so we're not in our celebration. We need to get back into that. But now we can pretty much set it up for what we need to. Also, you know what, Toledo? Get me... Oh, you're building your temple. Valladolid. Get me my missionary. And then get me a kiln. There we go. Yeah, up my culture, please. Thank you. We still have some cash. Cordoba. No, none of that really appeals to me. Oh, you know what does appeal to me, though? Cordoba. Getting another missionary. Yep, we're going to spam our missionaries and kind of feed them into here. We do have 204. Can we start befriending Samarkand? No. All right. Also, how are we on settlement? We do have an extra limit. We're up to 2, actually. I could settle this. Could also come up here. This acquires me another science. Could also start to head out this way. We have 1 treasure point out here, which I am not pleased about. That is kind of annoying. All right, let's kind of explore this option some more. Hinduism. All right, so everybody we know has founded a religion. We've unlocked House of Wisdom and Regelholt, a settlement limit, sabotaging, and we got a relic. So I don't think we want to change our policies, really. All right, let's get in here. Where do we want to go? I think our best bet is actually... getting more production. So there's that. All right, we got Regelholt. We could go into this. I'm going to do theology real fast. It gets us both of our traditions that we can work with, which I always find cool with theology. And we got our fleet commander. All right, we can do both of these. Then let me guess, they're both in the same spot. Oh, House of Wisdom actually has options for us. Okay. Well, it has to go here. House of Wisdom has to go here. Unless House of Wisdom takes 6 turns. Toledo can also build House of Wisdom in 6 turns. Oh, that does fix us. That does fix this to a degree. Okay. So we could put it there. What about Salamanca? Well, apparently needs to fix a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so what about Salamanca for house? 5 turns. 5 turn. Okay. This really doesn't help us if we go here, so we can't do that. All right. So, yep, that is what we'll do. Even though it's 5 turns, we're going to go to Toledo. We're going to secure House of Wisdom here. That's a great spot for house, even though it would have been great for gold. I like this better. Let's start building it. Oh, we're on 4 turns now. I'm going to go ahead and finish the temple there. Boom. All right. Actually, let's go ahead and get a missionary, too. That way we can start spreading religion to our pal down south. All right, 4 turns on that. That's great. So let's go ahead and do Regelholt here. Beautiful. That would be great. All right, perfect. Yeah, so that'll make a nice triple here at all times. Actually, it's going to be a quad for now, and then we can really work with that. All right, so you need to go to Cordoba. You need to get in the water. And we now have Co following, which means we have 4 more science. All right, yeah, I'm going to just take this. Let's get this in place. There we go. We got Las Palmas. It is attached. Let's go ahead and get our fishing key and our harbor. Beautiful. All right, let's just leave that there for a hot second. We could definitely do a temple and other things. First, we got to grow, though, actually. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3. That is a major... Oh, man, I love that ability. Yeah, at first, when people pointed it out, I was like, I don't know. And, oh, man, I was wrong. All right, so let's put a saw pit. Let's get a sawmill. Boom, that's secured. Now, what are we kind of looking at here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, definitely took the right middle here. Oh, we found Bermuda Triangle. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, get in here. I know you have it. Yep, settle. We're going to settle that right away. Beautiful. We'll come right down south for that. All right, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, hey, you. No. No, 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 no. No, you don't get those. What do you got? Okay, you can get a crab. There you go. You get crabs instead. Toledo, up to 55. Madrid, maybe we should give it a little more production. No, Toledo's building House of Wisdom. Regelholt is still big, but as far as I know, I'm the only person north for the most part. All right, there's Mughal, so we have 3 trade route availabilities. That's good. Okay, we're going to have to rearrange this. Actually, yeah, just take this out, because this equals the same as this. Right when I said Madrid needed production. Beautiful. All right, now who's getting the whales? Probably Toledo. Probably Toledo. Yeah, Toledo's going to get them. All right, so we're going to move this. I want to make sure I have all of our, other stuff plugged in. So just drop this, and Salamanca can have some more of this. There we go. Beautiful. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? We could get down here for Puebla, which I'm not opposed to. Let's actually go to Hama first. Also, I'd like to trade with Hama. That'd be a great idea. All right. Can I get a guy? A merchant? I would like to buy. Oh, we've already done that. Okay, now the sawmill is starting to call to me a bit more with that production. You know what? I will drop some of this happiness. Yeah. Yeah, we'll drop some happy. That's unfortunate, but that's definitely better for us to have more production. That's a 4-turn house. That's really good. All right, we got ourselves a fleet commander. All right, looks like we got another boat coming up. I should probably run away from this. Yeah, that should be close enough. Let's pillage this. Melt down for 150 gold or 75 culture. Let's get the culture out of the way. And let's move on. We did heal up from that pillage. Someone founded Judaism. All right, we have a competing wonder. All right, we are going to lose House of Wisdom. That is looking like an almost done House of Wisdom. And yeah, that looks better than mine. That looks better than mine. That is infuriating. I tried my best to get there, but he just hit me with raw yield. Just really infuriating. All right, let's head down here. Let's get Bermuda plugged in. All right, looks like there's no treasure on this island. That's unfortunate. Oh well. You can't win them all. All right, as for you, you're going to go to Mexico. You're going to attack this boat again. Actually, I'm going to come up here. There we go. Almost getting. All right, you pillaged, so we might as well keep moving. Looks like there's some stuff over here. All right, Constantinople's about to be taken. Let's start befriending Samarkand. Beautiful, and move on. All right, you're just going to have to wait a turn. Yep, literally 1 turn. All right, beautiful. Okay, so, yep, there's House of Wisdom lost. That's great. Thanks for that BS. Hate you, Rizal. I hate you. Waste of space. Waste of time. All right, golden influence in cities following me, and food and happiness in towns following me. Both are pretty good. I just need more tradition slots. We're going to keep them. We have them unlocked, though. All right, so what do I do with this unyielding rage? I almost want to fight Rizal now because he ticks me off so much. Yeah, I very quickly will turn on my allies. 100 for now. Let's get a guild hall. Let's plug that in for a nice 4. Get this beautiful gold area. Ooh, we can get stone heads. Those are really good. It's a great upgrade for culture. Oh, we have an enhancement belief. Let's do Dawa, because we're trying to trade more. We don't need Reformation. Let's go for at least our other wonder. What a joke. What a joke. Hate that every time. All right, Guild Hall, let's acquire that. Then we'll move from there. Apparently I have Stonehead availability. These Stoneheads, the only good ones are these. But actually we should go to Toledo. Get some Stoneheads there. Yeah, these are some great Stoneheads. Yep, because they feed off each other. Boom, look at that. Yeah, so there's not really a point to replace this megalith with a Stonehead because it doesn't matter. Also, we want to be careful. We actually don't want to replace all of our megaliths, to be fair. Reason being is it counts as a separate thing. So just having these, that's what we want. Yeah, that's actually the perfect amount. Let's get into Sevilla here. 156. I might not be able to get all... Oh, wow. Yeah, I want all of these if I could. All right, we'll get one more here in a little bit. That's a great spot for stoneheads. Holy cow. We'll just get you some happiness. Yeah, try to make me feel happier about this abysmal situation. Right. There's Cordoba following us. That's more Catholicism in the world, as it should be. Yeah, so actually, he has acquired the 2 innovation. Okay, I know for a fact he has, because he has House of Wisdom now, and he also has... Oh, and he's building Zeddy Daw like a freak. Alright, I kind of want to kill him. Yeah, look at that. House of Wisdom right there. Oh, okay, you know what? You know what, Rizal? You're starting to really tick me off to no end. You know what? I hate this mustache. Yep, I hate your mustache. Alright, I'm starting to see the light. Simon was just a distraction to the true enemy. Oh, yeah, by the way, we now have that now. Yeah, just to get that. I mean, to be fair, we take Rizal out. We pretty much win the culture game. Because, look, he's got 3 of these. He's got 2. He's about to have 2 here. What's he got over here? Oh, he has Mount Everest in his grasp. So that's a thing. Yeah, so I almost want to war him. And judging by the fact that Distant Lands is starting to look like a bunch of chump change, I'm starting to feel like maybe that's what we should do. Alright, yeah. Distant Lands is starting to look pretty light. I don't like that. I'm going to take this before he takes it. Get 200 happiness towards the next celebration, but I lose 100 gold for 2 turns. Now we'll just take 100. Just take 100. Let's get through here. Alright, can't get through there all the way. Alright, there we go. There's Constantinople. That should be 4 more science for us. Alright. Let me see here. Yeah, this whole time I was worried about him. Although I do want Machu Picchu, but hey, you know what? I mean, Mount Everest wouldn't be a bad snag here. It's got plenty of resource on it. All right, it's just have 3, 3, and 3 on it. So that's why Luku. That's Lahaina. Hilo. I mean, we could just blow up some of these, honestly. Because I am a terrible human being. Because what I've learned through Conquest is you don't need to keep everything. Napoleon taught me that when we lost that game. We could have won that, too. 100% we could have won that. The factory over here. He's really trying to beat me in everything, isn't he? I can tell. I can tell he's just trying to insult me. Yeah, I can tell he's trying to insult me. All right. There we go. Beautiful. I'll let it keep growing. I don't particularly care at the moment. All right. Let's move on. Let's get into here. All right. Start to take Lahaina over. If I go here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so that acquires all those. And then, okay, yep. Pretty much I enjoy that. Yep, that'll work for me. All right. Let's start Cartagena. Let me just do this and... the harbor. Beautiful. Now let me do this. Boom, boom, boom. And these are actually now even worth more because every time we have tile yields, it's 50% more for every natural wonder in my empire. So that, if we go up to Thera here, boosted Thera even higher. So it's a win-win situation. Alright, beautiful. Man, you can't beat that. Alright, that's unfortunate. Oh, look at that. Simon, sorry. I kind of took the land. Sorry. Alright, I need to get these guys out of here. I don't want to deal with Canal. Now what got built? Zeddy Daw by Ashoka. Thank you, Ashoka. Yeah, shove it. Alright, we've unlocked our unique quarter. There's Zeddy Daw, which already got built, which is a waste of time. Alright, let's repair our temple. Let's get that out of the way. And we'll build the rest of that later. Alright, let's go for... 62 science. Alright, growth. I'm just going to take some, production here. I see a little Rizzler. Little Rizzle boy. Trying to find a settle spot. Sorry, I took over most of the island, so you're going to have to, move off to the, fringes of society. For being a POS. Alright. So, we're going to move up to shipbuilding, I guess. So, let's do heraldry. I don't know if I need Rela. It's probably already been built. We're definitely going to unlock this. All right, perfect. Now what's next? Should we take a relic? 1 culture and happiness, or 1 golden influence? Let's just keep taking relics for now. I do want more movement on my missionaries. That's something I really care about. Okay, let's get in here to heal. All right, perfect. So what do we got? We do have 1 more settle we can take if we want. All right, that's safe enough for you guys. Let's hop over here. Pillage. Minus 100 gold, but I can improve relationships with Zimbabwe. I'm just going to take the happiness. I could care less about Zimbabwe. Finally found a, there we go, 4 more. Finally found the thing, though, so that's pretty good. Another treasure. Again, only 1 so far. There's Rega Holt. At least I acquired that. Beautiful. All right. 125 gold. I'll take it. I will accept the military aid. I will end up supporting it later if we feel like Rizal's being, you know, one of those people. All right. So we got some stuff. What about our Casa and our Constatorial and our Contraction? Where do we want to go with that? All right. Ooh, that's a 4. So we're getting culture from Wonders and Quarters, and then we get gold from Navigable Rivers, Resources, and Wonders. Okay. It's pretty good stuff to know. So whatever do we want to go? That's a 4. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is what we'll do. Yep, let's do the Casa here. Yeah, this is the best spot for a Casa. Let's get that out of the way. And we'll do a guild hall over here. There we go. Figure out the rest. Oh, we could do a university. That would be pretty nice. We want to go hard on that. There is a specialist in there. Could really boost our science. Yeah, let's take the most out of the science that we can. We'll hurt our production for a little bit. I'm fine with that. All right, that's all taken care of. Let's get over here to Puebla. Start spreading religion into Mexico. All right. That should be close enough. All right, we finally met somebody, and I'm finally seeing more treasure. All right, you see a star that crosses the night sky. Nice to meet you, Tecumseh. We got, I don't know if I want to help you out or not. 78 gold. I'll help you out with an open market. Try to befriend ourselves. Oh, we met somebody else. Napoleon, the revolutionary. I don't know how we're going to feel about Napoleon. Oh, what are you looking at? 7 of 10. Really, I'd want to talk to Ashoka about food. Oh, same for Tecumseh. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to double down on Tecumseh here. All right, so you're Lille right there. Potsdam. We might be able to get out here. Maybe. All right, let's go here for healing. All right, now what's going on? Someone got a Casas Belli, apparently. All right, there's El Escorial. And we got the Conquista tradition and a settlement limit. All right. Well, we can go through the rest of this. This is tradition slot that gets us gold on resources or +3 in distant lands. And then we got movement on treasure convoys, tradition slot. And then we got 50% towards producing. Theology, that's just getting us more stuff out of our religion. And of course, we're in here. We can kind of avoid colonialism for a while. We could go for Tomb of Oskia. We do have some desert. That is an option. Authority would be pretty nice. We can get another tradition slot. Let's see, that's 1 turn, and then however long it takes to get to authority. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. All right, let's move on here to Toledo. Okay, what do we got here? We do have a kiln. Okay, we do need to do our stuff here. That's a 1 adjacency. That's a 1 adjacency. All right, not much there. What about the gold? Again, just a single. Oh, we got a double over there. Oh, and a double here. I suppose we could take the gold over here. That is a triple, though, that we would be losing. What's this unique quarter give us? +2 gold in this settlement for every settlement in distant lands. That's right. That's right. So we do want to settle distant lands. I think we already have 2 in distant lands, which is a plus. We want to build our kilns here. Probably better off building the kilns. First, let's do a university. We got a double and a double. This one doesn't really change much, does it? Yeah, so we'll just get rid of the old ones and put the new ones in. All right. Competing power in distant lands. Oh, you pulled it off, you crazy, crazy kid. All right. Okay, he's settled right there. All right. I don't know about distant lands over here. There's Lahaina. All right. Let's see. There we go. There's Puebla. Keep upping our science. Okay, we actually need to get on a district. There we go. It's Nalanda. Yeah. I don't like you, Rizal. I don't like you. Yep, I'm going to keep saying that for a while. All right, we definitely want this. Quarters and Wonders, Navigable River, Resource and Wonder. All right, okay. Ah, you know what? That kind of looks fine. Yeah, so we'll take 1 culture on that. That's fine. Yeah, I'll deal with that. Let's see. Ooh, we can take 10 gold. I'll take more science right now, though. What do we got? No, none of this matters to me. All right. Apparently, people are trying to find places to settle on this island. I don't know how I feel about that. All right, let's go for the next location. All right, there we go. There's Mexico following us. 200. Science is still pretty low, but we'll do our best. All right, so there's Lahaina. Let's head up to Kahului. All right, we'll just explore this, honestly. Not much else to go off of. Taoism, great, whatever. All right, Las Palmas. This is a little city. 1, 2, 3. Well, he can't even get through here. Good for him. I might as well take this. I could plug it in. I'm going to take more happiness, though. Ooh, my bad. Cartagena. There we go. Need some crabs here. Alright. I really do feel like we might have to do something with him. Alright. What else we got? Oh, Grenagara. Yeah, let's hit that up. Alright. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. Lahue. Yeah, just like we thought would happen. Is that little Rizzle up there being a dang menace? I can make the Casa. That's nice. Grow my town, huh? Let's go ahead and do this. We can be Prussia. Competing religion in Lahaina. Okay. That's adorable. No. Take your religion and shove it. It's crap religion. Alright. We do want a company post. So we're going to acquire that. Alright. We do have more. Goodness. Oh, that's right. We can just put it up here. Also, don't worry. I just remembered. I have unlocked El Escorial and I'm not building it. So that is a problem we need to do right now. I don't even think Madrid can build it. Can I even build it at all? Is it already built? Is it gone from us? Does it no longer exist? Rough terrain. Damn. Alright, well, where do we have rough terrain? Oh, crud. Crud. Okay, so I have all this stuff and I can't build it. So you're telling me I'm going to miss out on my own wonder because I don't have the ability. I know there's rough terrain up here. Would I be able to kickstart it fast enough is the question. There's also rough terrain down here. 1, 2, 3. Just thinking. No, that's not. Whose alliance is weakening? Good. I actually don't like you anyway. I really don't like you. Yeah, give me a temple. Go ahead and get me a missionary, too. Spread some religion in our distant lands here. I'm just going to park you here. Yeah, you can sit tight, too. Alright, there's Zacatlan. Have 8 temples. Jeez, Rizal, chill out, man. Good grief. These people buy temples like they're going out of style. I didn't realize I had to rush everything by 100%. Good grief, man. Alright, we've ran into Egypt. Man, I run into her a lot. Pleasure to meet you, Hishepsit. Have fun. Have fun. She's gonna hate me. Alright. Okay, we have a ton of gold. I feel like we gotta use that gold. I also have settlement limit. And you know what? I'm leaving gold on the table over there. Get me a settler for that. Oh, apparently I have a company post. I gotta put that down. That is more stuff for us. Okay. Biz could also get some of that too. Show me the stone heads. Ooh, yep. Put some stone heads up here. There we go. Perfect. A little bit of everything. I do want a sawmill. Let's acquire that for more production. Do want a temple as well. There we go. Upgrade that. Zara goes. Apparently a brickyard has use. Yeah. Alright. So should we be getting a stone cutter, sawmill in here? We only have the one mine. That will come back over to another mine, of course. We do have stone heads and company posts. Oh, yes. Give me those stone heads. Definitely want those. Alright, company post. Boom. Alright, yeah, we're prepping our tourism for modern. Alright, let's go ahead and secure... Actually, let's hold off on that. We are making a ton of money, though. Alright, so we're going to start settling over here. More distant lands equals more money, so that is something we need. And, oh, what happened here? Hinduism. I don't want the Hindus. Get out. You're not welcome here. Right, we got a tradition slot. Let's go ahead and plug that in. 2 gold and influence in cities following my religion. Food. Let's go down here. Resource capacity and settlements with a gold building. What else we got? Anything else? Not really. Yeah, let's do the gold and influence. All right. Bump us up a little bit. I will support the 6 food, I suppose. Not opposed to it. I'm not opposed. Rizal likes leaders with the most endeavors, and probably the fact that he is... Okay, whatever, man. You can never please Napoleon. He's a joke. Alright, what do we got going on here? Do I even have desert? I could put Tomb of Oskia here if I wanted to. Might as well unlock it. Wardy Temple's not really necessary. What about Borobudur? 3 food and 1 happiness on quarters in this settlement. Borobudur has... Alright, bureaucracy. Yeah, that's some options for us. Alright, must be placed on desert. Must be placed adjacent to coast. Yeah, let's go for bureaucracy here. Give that a shot, I guess. Alright, we could still build our casa. It's not a bad idea. We can now go out here for the company post if we wanted, but we might crush that, so let's leave it alone for now. We should probably acquire a wharf. It's probably a good idea. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, are we going to... crush this, or are we crushing this? Are we crushing this? I could get out here too. That's, oh man, really trying to figure out the ideal situation of all this. Alright, I've made my decision. It's a single, but the gold's double. Alright, crushing that for this unique quarter. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Got our settler. I don't even know where I want to settle yet. Probably up here. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Yeah, that'll work. Let's get out there. Let's get out there and explore the world, huh? Alright, we're gonna go over to Toxicilla here in just a second. Alright, there's Cartagena. Ah, Las Palmas got that Hindu treatment, huh? Well, we'll fix that shortly. Alright, now let's get Kahului. Alright, let's get you out here, out here. Canal, I might just start befriending. Starting to just get bored of that. Okay, there we go. And we'll get Grenagara. Oh, looks like we gotta take one more hit before we can finally be where... Oh, never mind, we were fine. So he might die because I was stupid. Alright, I don't know why I'm putting you in rough sea. There's shipbuilding. Alright, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Influence in all settlements. Yes, that should work out pretty well. Alright, gold or science? What are we gonna do? I'm gonna take the science. Alright, next up, let's get these whales And I think Cardiz is now done. So in this case, we will set them up as a fishing town, I think. Be a great idea. Yeah, it's a ton of food. And we can do the wharfs. Yep, all this is done, so it's fine. Yeah, we could actually set them up for a resort town for modern. +6 happiness. Yep, we'll support that. We'll support that. Alright, so let's move on. So we've got education, we've got shipbuilding. We could go for Thanhue, as long as there's 7 medieval walls. We could go into architecture. There's Forbidden City. Let's try to go down this route, I suppose. We could build Havana Harbor. That would at least get us some stuff in our distant lands, even though there is no treasure out there, really. Alright, I'm going to drop something. Yes, let's drop... there we go. Yep, drop that. Give me some of this. Drop this. Get this. Beautiful. How are we looking at the economics, by the way? 6th place. Okay, we are climbing rather quickly, I might add. We're only about 100 points away from Ashoka in 3rd place there. All right, our culture's doing okay. We're back up top on military, so that's not terrible. Not terrible. I just don't like all the wonders Rizal has. That's really the only thing kind of annoying me. All right, let's go ahead and head toward Las Palmas here. Get that fixed. Let's start taking out Kahului. You don't need your religion. All right. 75 culture or 60 food. Let's take the culture. I'm not here to be enlightened or anything else. All right, let's go this way and this way. All right, something went off, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's very hard to see that in the water. All right, there's Grinagara. That is 2 more relics. All right, we're looking really good on the relic department. That's for sure. We have a Regaholt here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we already have 9 relics. That's great. We want the tourism. And we can keep our founder belief if we go that route, too. I don't even know if we'll get 3 more wonders. That would be nice. We're missing out on this innovation. That is kind of dangerous because Rizal is in 1st place as well. So we do have to be careful of that. If we get 2 more suzerainties, that's an option. I don't really think it's one we care about. 2 out of 6 distant lands. We might be able to acquire this. Let's see what else we got. The fortifications, we do want to get on that. So we do need medieval walls. We need more diplomatic actions, excess happiness. If we convert a few more settlements, we get 36 tourism. That's what we want. I would like to try... I don't think we'll have enough, but I would like to try tourism this age. I don't think we'll get it, though. Friedrich has declared war on Ashoka, world renouncer. I don't care about that. Oh, actually, I will have to care about that because I'm allied with Ashoka, which means I'm going to have to break that alliance. Okay, can we stop blowing up my temple, please? It's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. All right, let's grow our city. All right, so these are spread apart, aren't they? Observatory and then the university. Well, I would rather get 3 extra science. All right, let's go ahead and acquire... Oh, yep, there we go. More happiness, which means I can get another stonehead. Look at that beauty. Oh, this is gonna... Yep, look at this. Let's go to this appeal right here. Oh, look at that lovely appeal. Yeah, we'll set this to a resort town next stage. Boom, done. All right, wonderful. Let's go ahead and just take this tile. Allies at war, stay neutral. Sorry. Yep, there's Hatshepsut not liking me. Tecumseh likes me because I leave independent powers alone, which is funny because I don't. More culture and relics, please. I'm all for that. All right, we do have a few things we can do. We could grab more culture on our specialists and take a happiness penalty. I think I might do that. You know what? Yeah, we are going to do that. 314. Yeah, we need to kind of stay ahead on top of it here. The fact Rizal has 577 is really annoying. Good grief, is that annoying. Okay, Las Palmas, we need to get you back in business. Let's get up here into Taxacilla. Okay. We've got Grinagara. Let's go ahead and fall back and do Tiucan if we can. Let's keep exploring the world here. Snag this bad boy. Take 50 damage and get 75 of each. That might do something. Oh, look, it did. We're going to okay that. All right. Choose a new civic. Armadas and stuff, I am kind of behind that. I don't think we're near any rivers. Let's go for Tomb of Oskia now. Maybe. Either way, let me get into Toledo here. All right, Borobudur does have a few options for us. Okay, good. Might build that over in... over Salamanca. Borobudur, what we got? Gold. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go here. That is a bummer on the company post, but that's fine. I'd rather have this. So I'm just going to buy the Casa. Yep, let's get that out of the way. We got 3 turns on... Wow, 3 turns? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I don't think we can up that with anything. Not really, but let's go ahead and take some gold. Yeah, that 10 gold's going to be pretty handy. I will take more culture, actually. Try to get through our culture tree some more. All right, I like our government right now. It's money-focused, very money-focused, which I'm fine with, because we're using that money to really, right when I put Borobudur down. Rizal again. Okay. I hate this, man. I hate this, man. All right, where'd you build Borobudur? Where'd you build it? Is that it right there? Okay. All right, I'm going to support this. Someone's at war with somebody. Who's at war with who? What's this about? I'm staying out of that. I'm gonna... Okay. All right. So. All right, it's going to go here. Okay, we're going to do that. What is this? Why do I have so much on here? I'm not complaining. I'm just curious. All right, rocks, huh? Is that what we have right now? That is the next level. All right. Yep. Yeah, get over here. Yep, all right. I don't need that right now. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Welcome to the club, bud. All right. All right. I can't deal with him anymore. Man's just stealing wonders. All right. Oh, hey, Zimbabwe. Nice. What do we got out here? Ooh, more stuff. All right. What is this? What got built now? Rila Monastery by somebody I don't know, which that's fine. I haven't even tried to build that yet. All right, there's Tomb of Oskia. All right, that's 3 turns out here. Can't even build it here. All right, actually that's fine because I would want Tomb of Oskia here anyway. All right, so let's do this. There we go. Try to get Tomb of Oskia in. All right. Oh, we'll just take more culture. Yeah, we'll take more culture. Kajar, great. Okay. What else do we have? Where can this be on? On flat terrain. Well, that's flat, so I could go for Ardenazu. I don't really feel like building cavalry, but at this point, I just kind of want wonders. And they keep stealing them from me, so we'll try this out if we can. All right. Yep. Come on home. Come on home. I will take care of you. You're going to love how we're going to take care of this. All right. Oh, hey, look at that. More tundra settles, too. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, there's our Ardenazu. We got here. What's next? White Tower. Notre Dame. I'd love to go for Notre Dame. Really would. Before we do that, go ahead and get me the flotilla ability. We're gonna need that. Alright, yeah, we're gonna need that. Okay. Looks like you don't need any promotions right now. Okay. It's a secret tool we'll use for later. Alright, off we go. Ooh, Venekuna. 1, 2, 3. All but 1 tile. Zimbabwe. Welcome to the family. And I mean welcome to the family. Alright, what do we got here? Rebuild shrine or influence. We'll rebuild the shrine, I guess. I'm willing to accommodate. What got built now? This. Okay. All right. Yep. Talk to me. I can make conquistadors. That's right. But they have to be set off in distant lands, so I won't be able to use those for a while. Pavilion, menagerie, wharf, shipyard. All right, we're gonna go here. Put a wharf with it too. All right. As well take that. Trade opportunity with Lily. That's nice. Just give me some of this right now. Because Tomb of Oskia is for that. Actually, let's take a look at our percentages. Hey, look at that. Look at that. We're climbing, baby. We're climbing. Oh, Rizal. I've ever told you I got this wonder? Las Palmas, talk to me here. All right, so that is okay, so we do have adjacencies. That's not much. I can increase that adjacency, though. Cartagena. I just want you to grow. Okay. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting you another person. Yeah, we could take all of his stuff and make it Catholic. There's also Dusseldorf right here. How are we looking on my religion, by the way? 24. I think that's a rather light number. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get a Karak here. I'm doing something different. All right, just doing a thing. Let's get over here. I'm going to put a guy in the hold. All right, let's get you guys moving again. Isfahan. Oh, Rizal, you're befriending that? That's cute. It's cute. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep up that work. Keep that energy, my friend. Keep that energy. All right, so I'm thinking, because I'm a diabolical piece of work, I'm going to blow this up. All right, I'm going to blow this up. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this. Blow this. Pretty much all this is going away, and I'm only going to keep these 3 right here. Yep, that's my thought process on the little Rizzle boy, okay? Because I hate him. He's really ticking me off. So I'm going to, we're switching tactics, all right? Switching to a tactic no one saw coming, which everybody saw coming. I'm here to print the boats. We're printing boats. All right. I will definitely take one of these. You're growing. That would be nice, but we want to do this because each of my coastal terrain in this settlement gets a science. So that's a pretty big deal in Cartagena. And watch this. Where does he go? Nobody knows. There he is. Ah, what a fun time. All right, let's get you guys stepping in here. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to break this alliance. Yep, ending that alliance. We're done with that. He might actually war me immediately if I do that, so I'm not going to. That'd be a little steep on me. Oh, we're already neutral. Great. Who could we kind of rope into this? nobody. It is a shame that you love me, because I love you too, but you are at war with someone I don't want to be at war with, so that doesn't work in my favor. Instead, let's send out stuff to people. Good old Tecumseh boy, you could use some of this. And I'm going to help Ashoka out with a farmer's market. He has 3 settles, so he ain't looking too hot. He's looking pretty hurting. He's hurting pretty bad. All right, this boat's like ready to die. Oh, well, would you look at that? We meet another fellow by the name of Alexander. Oh, Thera blew up. That's rare. All right, tradition slot. That's great. All right, that's great too. Let's say hello to our man. Pleasure, Alexander. Pleasure. State as Greece, I see, because everybody followed me. I have nothing to offer you, my friend, sadly. He's not doing too hot either. Okay, so they just paired me up with, like, some of the most powerful people right next to me. Gotcha. That's great. That's good to know. Kind of hurts my feelings. Let's try to do place adjacent to a district. I'm gonna try to... I swear. Oh, man, I'm ready to lose my marbles on this. Okay, so we're finishing this out first. Alright, got ourselves a tradition slot. Yes, definitely what I want. Do I already have the flotilla? Yes, I do. Perfect. Alright, I don't think it's going to let me make 2 boats at the same time, but hey, you know, who knows. Also, get me more of these. I want a full fleet in the fleet commander. The fleet, and put it in the commander. Alright, you are going to sit tight. Honestly, these guys are going to do next to nothing, okay? Oh, there's Argos right there. Alright. Alexander. Oh, wow. He is right next to our buddy. That's good to know. It's good to know. All right. I'm a little bummed on Zimbabwe. We will be a little tight, and this is 2 culture on improvements on adjacent tiles, so really this isn't great, but hey, I'm going to take it anyway, because it is a natural wonder that we can use to boost our other wonders. Isn't that right, Rizal? Isn't that right, Rizal? Simon, you have earned my mercy. You've earned my mercy by doing nothing. Hey, there's actually stuff out here we can use. Okay, good. Economics is still on the table. All right, good. That's 62 culture. What we got hanging out here, huh? I will go ahead and take that. Yeah, let's fill in our unique quarter there. All right. You guys are going to sit tight. I don't need you doing anything. I'm just going to take this as is, honestly. Unless I want to come out one. Nah, I'll take it. All right, there's Valencia. Beautiful, beautiful Valencia. Secure this little area. All right, now how do we want to do this? We have a little bit of everything. I do want to acquire that. Let's see, we have some great gold right there. And here, too. Oh, it's even better right there. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5 tile. Okay. I could crush this for a saw pit sawmill. Alright, we have... Okay, that's our gold. Can we get a good science and culture up and running? I think we can. Again, it needs adjacency is the problem. Science-wise, I'm not really seeing it. Alright, well, for now, let's go ahead and secure our saw pit and sawmill. I think I'm going to put it right there. Alright, there we go. Alright, so how are we going to build this? Let's grab this, grab this. Alright, that helps figure things out for me nicely. Alright, so we can get jade. Okay, so there is a... little bit of work we can do here. Let's go ahead and secure this, even though we'll crush it. Alright, Valencia, beautiful. Get me a scout, maybe? Oh, no, just get me a... Yeah, just get me a... Oh, well, I need a temple. Dang it, give me a temple. Alright, get me a missionary. I'll do the stonehead stuff later. Alright. Resource allocation. Valencia. There you go. Alright, that's our 3rd distant land settle, which means we're now making 6 gold in... each of our places that has our casa areas. All right, this at least has, all right, 1, 2, there's 3 out here. If I settle this right, nope, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work either. Okay, we'll have to like double settle this if we choose this route. Ooh, the Redwood Forest. And it's available. Oh, it's available. That's actually interesting. First to circumnavigate was Jose Rizal. Man, he just really is really trying my patience today. I'm going to take food and happiness and settlements. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Is there anything else that I would care about? Not really. Economic point or militaristic point? Oh boy, am I feeling both. Economic. I can get more gold. Militaristic. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we could get more gold. We do have a few trade routes. My blood may boil, but I am a man of greed at heart, so... that is also a fair statement. Alright, let's put this down. Speaking of which, give me some more of these bad boys. Here, give me some more stone heads. Oh man, I love these stone heads. Beautiful. Beautiful stone heads for days in Zaragoza. Alright, I'm just going to keep letting Zaragoza grow and putting stone heads down. That's all I'm doing today. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, Reformation. Yeah, let me get that. I can use some influence to spread some stuff. Let me snag this bad boy. 100 science, but I get a scout. Right when I said I thought about getting a scout, huh? Just give me the celebration, all right? You don't need to be... You're doing too much work. Ooh, but that's dangerous. That's very far, too. It's very far. Also, there's a lot of limits. Look at all this settlement limit stuff I have to deal with. There's not... I don't have a lot. Luckily, I'm still... No, see? Now he's beating me. That ain't fair. That ain't fair. All right, let's get over here. We're going to focus on Zimbabwe here. I have to have it. We should be fine. I'm not going to put a point in until we're really worried. Let's pillage this. Get me some more happiness. All right. Oh, there we go. Now who have we met? Charles. Charlemagne, my pal, my buddy. Looking good, looking good. Looking fresh. All right, let's move on. All right. Oh, now what got built, Rizal? El Escorial. Yeah. Now before anyone goes, oh, you didn't build it, Scribe. You're right. You're right. I couldn't build it. I didn't have any rough terrain in my I had no rough terrain, okay? There's nowhere to build it. Apparently, I'm hurt and unhappy, so let's fix that. Yep, I'm just going to buy that building. Let's get back in here. There's Valencia. Canal, I almost feel like befriending. Almost. All right. You know what? I do want redwood if I could acquire. How to get here quickly. Would it be up here or over here? Cartagena might be... No, I think this might be faster. Alright, give me a guy. Alright, let's see how long this takes. Probably 100 years. Alright, well, let's just keep going. At least get to see how many turns, and then that'll help me determine if I need to come over here with my settler or not. Which, honestly, this is probably the way to go. Look at all this ocean. Look at all this stuff going on. What got built now? Machu Picchu by Simon Bolivar. Alright, now I get 2 innovation. Forbidden City is unlocked. Great. Can we build Forbidden City? Probably not. Alright, I'm going to go over here, which is going to make us unhappy again. Forbidden City. Alright, there's an option. I think Salamanca, if it could build it, would be the ideal case for Forbidden City. Yep, let's try to put this in here. Just finish that. I'm just going to buy this Karak, honestly. Yeah, where are you at? Yep, we're just going to buy that. Beautiful. That is a full fleet commander. Yeah, don't worry about it. Beautiful site, isn't it? All right, let's get that going. Las Palmas, I still don't know what I'm going to do with you, but I'm happy with the growth. Oh, I'm happy with that, too. Culture per leader, I will support that. I'm fine with that. Right. Oh, we have stuff to do, which means let me go to... What do I want to do? All right, his whole thing is good. Nagara, let me hit Pataliputra up with a convert. Oh, actually, there's only 2 options. Okay, well, hit me up with Grinagara, actually. It's a higher population. All right, so there's that. We could go for a innovation +1 movement upon completion for my naval units. Would be pretty good, but let's get castles. We do need castles. Now we're just in our regular area, so everything's done except for the civics here. I believe going for Notre Dame would be ideal, but we will probably lose out on that. Let's get another relic, and let's get happiness and culture off of having our religion. Yeah, really, I'm doing great. It's just that, you know, I hate that Hawaii gets all this culture. Now, granted, I chose something that really benefits Hawaii. I should have chose Hawaii, but, you know, just, it's an insane number. I go out here. All right, talk to me. My friend, talk to me. All right, that is 18 turns. That is a long time. Whereas I can get out here in about 9 turns, 10 turns. 3, and I can start getting treasure points. All right, yeah, we'll do the 10 turns here. That's what we'll do. That just makes more sense. Pillage this. Well, let's breed the birds. All right, off we go here. Okay, beautiful choices. Beautiful choices. All of which I have to make. All right, yeah, I want this really bad. All right, I'm now going to buy a guy here. I'm going to take a chance. All right, I know I keep going, oh, my settlement limit. Oh, I'm going to find, yeah, just... We're just going to have to roll in with it. We're seeing what we can do here. Oh, wow. That's cute. Why don't you take your life and shove it? What a joke of a human being. All right, what we got here? So, culture on my temples, culture on specialists, culture on saw pits, fishing keys, and stone cutters. Can be chosen by multiple people. Culture on temples and cities. For each cultural city-state your suzerain of, receive a relic. Oh, yeah. Let's just get that out of the way, and then let's get in here and get this out of the way, because we are incorporating. Yeah, you're taking this. Alright. You will be the part of my empire. Alright. Conquistadors would be great, just not built here. Where's this company post going? Wouldn't really matter putting it there. I mean, it's gold instead of what else I'm getting, so it is what it is. Alright, I'm culture hurt right now because of this. I could crush this. Okay, yeah, I just don't have productions right now. Which means... We have a available moment. Okay, we have a moment. How do we want to use this moment? All right. We could spread our religion even further. Or we could make another fleet. I'm going to spread my religion a little bit. I'm going to do that. All right, Toledo. I'll just give you happiness. Congratulations. Hope you have a wonderful time with it. All right, moving on. Yep, just gonna move this fleet right in here. Pretty good stuff. Now, you're causing me problems, man. Also, Rizal is just, you know, a real pain in the rear. All right, so how many turns would it take to get over to this? 2019. Okay, that's a lot of turns. We're gonna take a gambit. We're gonna go into the triangle. We're gonna go into the triangle and see where it spits us out. And to be fair, this isn't even a great redwood. We just want the, we want the wonder. That's really it. All right, there's the temple. There's a dungeon. I will just accept this. I'm surprised you haven't killed him yet, honestly. Gold-wise, I'm looking great, so really I should just buy stuff like crazy, honestly. All right, let's move on. Machu Picchu's gone. We can build that stuff if we want, but I'm going to get this. I'm going to make better ships and things like that. I'm going to make the best ships. All right, 2 gold in all my settlements. Yeah, we're going to keep that, honestly. I was thinking of dropping it, but... no, we're fine. All right, in the triangle. See where we end up. Good chance we could gamble it. Oh, well, we're all the way out here. Honestly, we're... that didn't really hurt us, really. Yeah, that's actually kind of effective. All right, go to Grenagara. All right, let's explore this. All right, I'm fine with that. We'll get out of there. All right, so there's this. All right. Fair enough. Wow, you're just really a party pooper, huh? You don't like the fact that I said things and then left you alone, huh? Really? You're doing a whole bit. You're doing a whole bit. Oh, we got Forbidden City. Passes the treasure. Time is its hiding place. And we've unlocked the Transcendent Victory. Let's take a look. I don't think we're near any of it, but let's see. We're at 171, so that's 1,000 points. That's 1,200 points. We're close to getting first place on that, actually, so that's pretty good. All right, so... there are some options there. I could knock Rizal, like, way down by killing him. Yep, that's right. Full on murder. That's what we do around here. All right, so Madrid. We got our university. Let's go ahead and get our dungeon. Start boosting our production here. And I gotta start seeing about a few other things. Actually, show me these stone heads. That's useless to me. Give me a company post then. Actually, I will end up crushing that, so don't even bother. Don't even bother. All right. Toledo. We can actually build some dungeons and stuff, so let's get that going. Let's go with the double, because in 2 turns we'll have the triple, so that actually works out perfect. All right, now I need walls in this whole business, but let's get our dungeon first. Oh, wait, you know what? Let's just cheat. Buy this dungeon. That's a 3. That's a 2. Yeah, get this dungeon in here. Buy a wall. I can only buy 1 wall, but still, it's 1 less wall I have to build. All right. I can get a university. Let's plug that in. Boom. Look at that. Done. Yeah, I just need to start spending money. I mean, why did I even bother thinking that letting them chill out was a great idea? That is a double I can work with. Is this... it's a temple villa. Okay, we can actually get stuff in here. This is a double I don't want to work with, so I will grab a kiln. Oh, it's a triple. Yeah, let's kiln that for a triple. That's pretty good, 1990. We got a double here we can work with. Oh, and we have, you know what? Perfect. Yeah, get me this company post out here. That'll work. All right, now you're going to build walls. All right, you're going to build a whole ton of walls. Speaking of walls, we're going to get into Sevilla, buy a wall. I'm just going to buy some walls, okay? Everybody getting a wall today. Today is wall day. All right, everybody gets one. Everybody gets a wall. These are great for tourism. Of course, that's next stage tourism, but hey, I don't care. Also, these guys are feeling a little left out. A little exposed to the elements. Let's help them out. Want to keep them safe, keep them cozy. Well, this doesn't really matter in Madrid because that would be the same anyway, but hey, we'll upgrade it anyway. Upgrade it anyway. That's on the front line, so you need a wall. Okay, everybody got a wall. Fantastic. That should get us closer to our 30. I don't think we're... okay, there we are. We're at 15 to 30, so we're halfway. Perfect. All right, that works out pretty well. We need 3 more settles in distant lands. We're trying. I need 10 more resources assigned if we want to go that route. Suzerain, we are working on. I need 1 more Exploration Age Wonder if we want to go this route, and I need 8 more of these. So we'll see. All right, our fleet is here. Let's go ahead and shoot across. Boom, now it's over here, which I like better. All right, another missionary. We'll send you off to Pataliputra. Okay, I'm going to auto-explore this guy. He's not used for anything. So what's up here? I don't know if we'll settle it, but we'll see it. I'm going to take that happiness. Yep, we're going to take that. What we got in here? Looks like it's Tecumseh's land. Okay. All right, we've made it into the water. Looks like they will kill my guy, though. He will find this. I know he will. But we are in luck, though. Zimbabwe Incorporation would allow us to get down there. So we can try that. It will be worth a shot. Oh, wow. What an annoying being that you are. All right, so your action was discovered, but it doesn't hurt anything, so. And now Grenagara follows us, I believe, right? Grenagara follows us. Beautiful. Okay, well, we're going to get another person following us. Let's see what looks good. Dusseldorf, Berlin. Berlin is his capital. I don't think he changed it. Yeah, so let's hit Berlin up. Yeah, let's talk to Friedrich, hit Berlin up. We could. Oh, it looks like we can't do Berlin. Okay, in that case, get me the biggest number. Charlottenburg, it is. I don't know if that increases my percentage or not of my religion, but I would assume it would. I wish they added pressure back. I really want the pressure back. You know, I like pressure. Under pressure coming down on me. Alright, well, we can bring this guy all the way across, I guess. That's one way to do it, I suppose. Let's explore this and get back out. Thanks for being a real pal, Canal. Honestly, this is a great settle. My luck, that floods and kills my boat. Oh, looks like no. Rizal with the 20. Good for him if he wants to keep his religion. Alright, let me go to production because I can get my armorer over here. There we go, start building that. Alright, what we got? I will support that. I need to keep spreading my religion to other people. That is something I must do. Alright, what's this? 2 innovation. That's also 2 innovation. Have to go ahead and acquire this real quick. We're just going to keep making walls. I'm shooting across. Alright, see what we got going on here. Stocks Town, huh? Alright, so it looks like our incorporation will be our next settle, which will be good. I think we're still missing some wonders, though. There's America. Yep, that's because we incorporated. Alright, we've unlocked some stuff. Could change some policies. I think we probably should. Well, I do like the culture. I was going to increase my science output. Honestly, I think we'll just keep it. We got another economic point. Don't mind if I do. Alright, gold for every imported resource. Let's do gold on resources in towns and +2 in towns and distant lands. That'd be a big boost. Okay, so this is Zimbabwe. We've acquired Zimbabwe. Now, does this count as our first growth? Let's find out. It does not, but hey, we are getting Vinicuna anyway, which increases even more, another 50%. Zimbabwe, let's get you built up. Alright, you need a fishing key out here. And a harbor. We want to keep these away from Vinicuna. We want to use the adjacency to actually get stuff. So that right there is actually, that farm is actually pretty handy. We are closed off, though. We can't go anywhere else. We could do a temple. Let's do that. It's actually a great idea. In fact, we're now going to use a missionary. And we can spread our religion over here. Oh, and before we do, though, company post is an option. So is Stonehead. I'm going to leave that available for now. We'll see about that later. Alright, let's try to go for Notre Dame. Needs to be, adjacent to a river and a district. I don't even think we'll be able to build that. And we'll give it a shot. The old college try, as they say. Alright, I need conquistadors. I definitely need them. Yeah, I remember before when they were broken. It was hilarious. Before they fixed some stuff, you just needed a wharf. So what you would do is conquistadors are only activated in distant lands. So you would put a wharf in distant lands. And then you would just buy a conquistador and set it off. You didn't have to send them over at all. It was amazing. All right, let's get you. Get growing. Get in there. Good grief. Yeah, do what I tell you. All right. This isn't a democracy. All right. This isn't a republic. This is a monarchy, basically. You do what I say when I say it. All right. Actually, I am going to get into Zimbabwe here. Oh, well, we got to wait a turn. That's fine. We can wait a turn. Let's try to acquire a redwood forest if we can. I would really like to. Might be able to. Alright, some stuff popping off here. Looks like we're fine in Valladolid. Actually, Valladolid could use... Yeah, we need to get these. Let's get that triple. Let's get this pavilion in here. Alright, beautiful. We have stoneheads already in. I'll keep that megalith there. It's a nice little bit of culture. Alright, as for this, we'll take... Actually, I'll take the gold. A little extra gold there. Alright. Las Palmas. What do I want to do with Las Palmas? I feel like I want to do something with it. We have doubles here that I really like. This is actually a triple. I think Las Palmas should be my city. I'm starting to feel that. Yeah, I think we should do Las Palmas. Yeah, I'm going to convert to a city for 1050. I said we're going to convert to a city. Thank you. Let's immediately buy our observatory. So we got a nice 3 here. Okay. And let's buy our dungeon. I cancel that. Was that a 3? Okay, no. All right, one more time. Sorry, I'm just having a brain fart. Okay. Let's put that there. Let's get a bazaar up here. Apparently there's a 12. Oh, We didn't even have to come out here. Well, I'm fine with that. That actually works out pretty well for us. Let's go ahead and put that there. Let's do a guild hall. Now we can just leave that for the bank. The kiln. We do have a... Okay, nice, nice. Beautiful. Let me get a brickyard out. We do need a brickyard. I'm going to put that... Actually, we don't need a brickyard. That's a 1. Is that a single? Double. Where's the double? Oh, we can go here. Oh, right. There's there, too. Okay, that is viable. We're not going to do that. But we are going to come down here. Let's get Havana Harbor going. All right. And we're going to put it right here. It's going to boost everything up nicely. And that's going to make us stuff that we can take full advantage of and send home rather quickly. All right. Let's go ahead and boost our production if we can. Yeah, I'll take this clay... Oh, well, that's not really necessary. Okay, we'll take this. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll take them both. Now this saw pit, or this brickyard actually has merit to me. I'm going to crush this. I know that seems ridiculous right now, but we're going to do that. And let's grab some more production out of... Oh, actually, we'll go here. Perfect. All right. That works wonders for us. Hopefully we can get that wonder. We know how the game likes to not do that. Okay. Now that we've figured that out, I think Valencia we'll just leave alone. We'll just let it kind of build up. Alright, so what do we got? Metallurgy could get me innovation if I want. I might be willing to do that. Also get combat strength. I think what I want is galleons, though. I want galleons. Yep, give me those. You're going to keep building me walls. And since I still have some money, let's buy a conquistador. 220 for now. Those will get more expensive. Alright, Las Palmas. We're going to drop this. 50 production already is quite insane. I love that. Let's go ahead and just get you some more. I don't think Salamanca needs all this production. Beautiful. Alright, let's get you some culture increase. And we'll throw the Kaolin in for now. Actually, wait, no, I should do happiness. I do know the happiness is worth more over here, but I need these guys to really prop us up on the production. Because my luck, right when I start building Havana Harbor, we will lose Havana Harbor, because that's what the game loves to do. All right, we are a settle short. That's good, because that means we have options. All right, so we got ourselves this guy. Let's get in here and get another guy. I want... Oh, settler, not enough. Okay. Well, I'm going to buy a medieval wall anyway. Beautiful. All right, let's go up this way. Still available. We'll try to snag that. Oh, hey. Don't mind if I do. 100 production. No, I'm just going to take food. I don't know where that production would have went, but my luck would have went where I'm building my wonder. All right. Try to snag a few more here. Notre Dame, is that even an option? I don't think it is. All right, so I have 2 culture on all my specialists. That's pretty good. 15% of my culture and happiness for religion. I would probably just keep this as is, honestly. All right, let's grow our town. Zaragoza, guess what? Another double, baby. Okay, hold up. Let me buy my settler first. Let me buy the settler first. All the way in here in Zimbabwe, baby. Get that. All right, 500 gold. All right, you're going to start spreading religion all around the place. Oh, lovely. Yep, keep getting more science. Convert population was discovered by Friedrich, but it was successful. So now we're up to 23. I don't care about that. I just care about changing religions of places. Where's it at? I'm not seeing his... Okay, that I can't see it, and that's what annoys me. Friedrich, hey, we're going to do it again, by the way. Let's go ahead and do a convert population. Let's do Dusseldorf here. Beautiful. Hey, Rizal, with all that money, all that science you got going on, I'm going to steal his tech and his government secrets. It's the only way to get ahead in this game. All right, who has the lowest amount of money? Oh, wow. Oh, you're negative 187? I'll send you an open market because it won't help you at all. I love that. I love not helping people. Oh, man, that's great. Speaking of not helping people, I'll just help grow his areas that are useless. All right, that looks pretty good. How are we looking on the relics, by the way? Now, we're at 15 of 20. Are they all slotted? They're not. That's 16. That's 17. That's much better. Yeah, we got to keep slotting those, guys. Can't keep sitting those to the side. All right, we're still a little behind, but only by 30 points on Hatshepsut. Hopefully we can start climbing that. We're doing great on the culture, trying to rank it up higher. Simon is now ahead on the innovation. That's interesting. But hey, it is what it is. Yep, I know Hatshepsut hates us. That's fine. All right, let's go for sovereignty. I want more settlement limit. I love settlement limit. All right, let's keep buying walls. Before we continue, get me another stonehead. I love these guys. Oh, that's a beautiful stonehead. Just a trail of them. All right, that's my next spot for Zaragoza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is enough to make the thing happen in the modern era. All right, we could go... Oh, yeah, you know what? Get back over here and make sure that he does not become anything but Catholic. All right, you start exploring again. You can't explore because you're a cog. Still trying to send this guy over. Good grief. What an annoying tidbit. Actually, you know what? Okay, so 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's not ideal. Why do you want to settle here? Okay, I get why there's settles down here. There is some treasure. That's nice. All right, so if I go here, that's double treasure. If I go here, that's double treasure. Which means, actually, if I go here, boom, 1, 2, 3. And then I can go here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah, we'll do it the opposite way. We're coming around the back, baby. All right, we got our conquistador. Off you go. To be fair, I could also get them here and go there, but whatever. Both of these are close. That's all I care about. All right, so I'm at 970 gold a turn, so I'm still making a ton of gold, which is really good. All right, so we got our armorer. Everything's okay. Hit up that heliocentric model for me. I want all my guys to have extra movement. All right, let's make sure you don't... Yeah, you gotta stay Catholic, man. Come on. It's a great club to be in, I promise. All right, you need to go... Oh, my bad. You need to go up there. All right, I know. I want all this too, but I want this. 12 turns... 18. Okay, well, I'll go the 12 turns. All right, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Yeah, maybe that, or maybe we'll go somewhere else. We'll at least get all of Greatwood, or Redwood. Let's get you up here. Do not do that. You're actually going to ruin my plans. All right, skip a turn. We'll get through there eventually. I don't know if we'll get down here or not, but we're going to... All right. We got Havana Harbor, guys. In the immediate nearness of the gold, all else had been forgotten. Robert Louis Stevenson. Stevenson. Okay, at least we got this. Yay! Ain't it a beauty? Also, the fact that the boat is in the... That boat's not sailing anywhere. Oh, we've got it. Oh, we've got it. That's good. That's really good. Okay, I'm gonna snag this bad boy. Oh, we need to get that other tile. We'll get that. Don't worry. We'll get that. All right. Salamanca. Get me all the walls. Although I do need to prep this over here. That's a university and dungeon. This is a... observatory kiln. So really I need to do an armorer. Yep. Okay, yep. Just checking it. Got an attribute point. Economics. And gold for alliance. Resource capacity in towns. Plus 25% gold from trade income and treasure convoys. Gold for every imported resource. I almost want... You know what? Let's grab this now. That's going to be pretty helpful now. Or you know, either or. It's going to be helpful regardless. We have no other wonders at the moment. In terms of wonders, we have no wonders. I could build up another navy in case he tries to encroach on me. We do have stone heads we can put down. Right here is actually not bad for stone heads. Wharf would be handy. Actually, yeah, let's secure... Okay, let me secure a stone cutter. We'll secure that first. The armorer... Both of these are... Oh, right, triple and a double. Right, yeah, so triple... Oh, that's... Okay. Yeah, double here, triple here. Okay, for those. I don't know where I'm putting my temple yet. I feel like a kiln pavilion somewhere in here. That looks like a good kiln area and pavilion. I don't know about the other happiness structures yet, or the temple. The stone heads we can put right here. I'll just go ahead and do that. So where's the other stone heads? Okay, I don't feel those. I will feel a company post here, though. That seems reasonable. Oh, there is a double. Oh, that's fine, though. Put your little temple there, huh? Little temple area. That's cute. All right, that works. Getting these moved. Got ourselves a guy out here. Go ahead and go to Argos, my friend. Go to Argos. All right, so everybody has more spots that we can plug stuff in. I'm just going to go for the big numbers. There we go. All right, there's that. All right, good to know. See if we can start spreading religion. You are going to move now because that was a location we had in mind. Okay, I understand this. I do. Actually, yeah, we don't want that. We can settle up here and do that. So if I go here, I would at least be able to secure the rest of Vinicuna and eat up this land. All right, let's at least see what's up there. So we'll move up there. You need to go there. All right. Very nice. Now let's take Pataliputra by storm again. Welcome to the Thunderdome. All right. Schism's on the menu, boys. Divine right. That's cool. That's cool. Let's go ahead and go up here one. At Salamanca. What do we got? Oh, you know what? Let's fill in our area here. As for you, that is 6 gold, which is crazy. Friedrich dislikes the leader with the smallest... Yeah, shut it. Talk to me every day about this crap. All right, hit me up with imperialism, and then we'll see from there. I could get another relic. That would probably finish it off. Oh, it would not. But it's a lot of culture anyway, so I'll take it. All right. Let's go with 4 culture and 4 gold. I think that'd be pretty good. Everything is still slotted. We're running out of room. I think we have just enough room. Yeah, for everything we have just enough room. Oh, I could take a migrant. 7 science. Let's go with a migrant. Seems useful. Go ahead and use them up. Let's go for, yeah, fill that in. All right, we just don't have the room right now. Or the resources, I should say. We don't have resources to slot. What a nice problem to have, huh? All right, let's explore this some more. We could probably incorporate all of Paris, or not Paris, all of the French Empire. So I'm going to keep buying missionaries here. And, right, the Stonehead. I think, does this increase? I don't know if that increases, like, happiness on a tile or not, but we'll go ahead and put her down. All right. I think we've got it mostly looked at. That's pretty good. Really, our only contender's Rizal. He's going nuts on a lot of stuff here, so we have to be careful. All right, I'm going to go for this 332, though. Let's get that out of the way. All right, was discovered. So we do have more religion. 23 now. So let me check Dusseldorf here. Should be... Okay, it did work. I'm going to keep hitting Friedrich up. He's got a lot of people. Let's go ahead and hit... Potsdam. That'd be good. Yeah, hit Potsdam up. I'm hitting all of his big ones first. All right, Madrid. So, what is next on the agenda? I don't need conquistadors. All right, we'll just buy those. Shipyard. Oh, yeah, you know, I do need a shipyard, actually. That's good production. Now we need to focus on pretty much our new culture center. Okay, so that's a 3. But I can put a gold tile here for, man. We'll do the culture, though. We need the culture. Yeah, let's get that plugged in. That's our culture area. We'll let that happen. Alright, so we got our heliocentric model. That's great. I think I'll probably just build walls right now. Oh, actually, you know what? We can make conquistadors. We just have to make sure it's distant lands, which apparently we've just found. So yeah, making conquistadors here is actually not a bad idea, because it doesn't always have to be our settlement. Alright, moving on. I'm going to keep building walls here until I get tired of building walls. Alright, there's Pataliputra taken care of. Let's keep moving. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, so. All right, there's Lily getting slowly converted. I think we need to go over here. The Hue, we should probably take care of. I'll at least explore this a little bit. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, I'll take some science. Yeah, Salamanca's just building walls. It doesn't need that production, really. Let's go this way, and you can go this way. Like 2 ships parting in the sea, which is exactly what they're doing. All right, what we got here? Gunpowder. Rizal was the first to do it. Who would have thought? What isn't Rizal the first to, huh? Yeah, first to everything. Goodness. Alright, so what's your ability? Activate on distant lands on an army commander with 3 empty slots. Okay, well that's... No! No. Go to Valencia. Alright, what's this do? Navigable river and I get gold. Okay, well this is, yeah, for this type of map, it's useless. Alright, keep making more of them. Let's buy another conquistador. Also, I think we're going to buy our stuff to finish out here. So let's do a pavilion down here, and we'll get an armorer in there. Beautiful. Alright. Got a wharf I can work with. Oh, wow, yeah. Normally I don't get rid of this, but I will. Gosh, that is a big boost. Let's do a gristmill. This is useless to me. All right, there we go. It was just offering so much. All right, in you go. In you go. How are we looking, by the way? All right, we finally climbed to the top in 2 of these areas. 3 of these areas, actually. Which kind of surprises me. Rizal's still doing some good innovation, unfortunately. Let's go to Suvanagiri. Might keep my religion. I haven't decided yet. Oh, I almost always never do. All right. He's standing on it, so that's kind of useless. All right, let's settle this in. Beautiful. We can be Russia. We got some extra science. All right, so before we grow, let's get our fishing key. Let's get our harbor. All right, we got that out of the way. Bring you back home. And now let's do gold. All right, and I need to go the other way. Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and crush that. Saw pit. Sawmill. Okay. Boom. All right, great. Now we can start making treasure points. You can have one of these. There we go. Vigo can grow. Beautiful. All right, so you just need to mess with Lily. You need to go this way. Maybe we can pillage that. I don't know. Hey, Argos, welcome to the club. 36 tourism. Kingdom of Heaven. Beautiful. We're at 250. We got a whole, getting close to almost 100 points on him. Hopefully we can keep climbing on both the economic and culture tree. That is what Isabella is known for. And we are 62% of the way through the age. Oh, and I still have settles to make. Alright, well, we're going to have to fix that up. Let's secure this. We want all of Vinicuna, obviously. Alright, so I'm going to make another... Let's make a few conquistadors here, just see what happens. We're defenseless in Vigo. Well, let's fix that. Well, let's fix it 2 ways. First off, a wall. I love walls. They're beautiful. And then we really don't need a temple, do we? It's not bad to have, but we don't need it. Apparently, I could put Stonehead here. Why not? Why not get a Stonehead? Alright, now time to get Suvanagiri in business. Let's go ahead and secure more of this. Not that we really need to. We've already kind of done all we have to do. I'll take some more science. Let's get through that tree. Alright. Get me up on this chocolate. Alright, we're almost in position. Now it's saying here, which I understand. That seems a lot more reasonable. Yeah, we'll go ahead and secure that. Alright, Akaruna. So there's our 14th. Alright, we need this for sure. There we go. And we'll just head out here. Alright, so we can get some cultures on this. In that case, we should definitely crush a few things. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. So let's do a saw pit. Give me that sawmill. Alright, granary is an option for 2, mainly because of this. Alright, let's go ahead and do our fishing key and our harbor. And the granary I haven't decided yet. Alright, beautiful. Now you need a crab as well. Good job. And there's Vigo, Conquistador. What do you do again? Army commander. Right. Get going. Pillage this. Do I just want to delete my boat for 80 influence? I should, but I'm not going to. I'm too much of a greedy person. Alright, what's this? 100 production for a cog. Get out of here. I already make a Karox, so I don't need to do that. Our skill day would be nice. I could get another settlement limit out of that. You know what? Why don't we do that? 8 turns sounds pretty good. Pretty reasonable. Okay. I'm just going to keep taking science, man. Just science all the way. Yeah, science all the way. Alright, so what is this? A woodcutter. I don't know why I'm getting some weird double border stuff, but whatever. Alright, so just trying to think here. I don't know if I want Valencia to be a city or not. I'm just going to acquire some stuff while we're here. Alright, we've converted again, so let's hit him up again. Yep, I'm just going to keep converting his areas. Essen seems reasonable. Start conforming that. How's our religion going, by the way, with that spread? 26%. Not terrible. Could be better. Alright, we could do future civics, which does give us a 7 tourism. Is there anything? Oh, well, it's another settlement limit. Let's snag that. Alright, we finally got the last wall in Salamanca. Oh, goodness. Surplus influence. Yeah, we used it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I could go for some science, which actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I should probably drop the... Where's my percentage at? Thought I had it somewhere. Yeah, I have 15% of this. What about the 15% of the other stuff? Where's that? Ah, there it is. Yeah, drop this, get me this. Does it increase my money? 1119, 1180. Oh, 1186? Holy cow. Okay, that's way better. All right, there we go. Now we're talking. We got some treasure fleets rolling in that we can work with. All right, you were there. You need to go here. And now Suvanagiri follows me, bringing me up to 27% of the religion. What do you do? Activate on distant lands with a fleet commander unit. Oh, great. Okay, and then what's it do? Fleet commander gains +2 movement and sight. Right. Okay, well, I guess I could just buy a fleet commander. Britain! Alright, moving on. Yeah, that was funny for a moment. Alright, sure. We'll just go over there and do that. Alright, that's more relics. We did the thing. We did the thing. I still have room. Alright. Play the game. I love that one popping off every time. You don't need to tell people how often I've played a character, which is next to nothing. You guys are catching it live. You're catching every moment, basically. When I learn the game, you learn the game. That's how it goes. Alright, so who's over here, by the way? Whoever they are, they might be going extinct. Let me acquire a crossbowman. That should work pretty well. Alright, let's move on. Hey! We made a little bit of money. Ooh, alright, let's move on. There we go. We got Bordeaux taken care of next. I actually spread my religion relatively effectively, which I do like. Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are we unhappy, big boy? What did we not like? So what is this? From friendly to neutral. Okay, I see that. Why did it change? Hatshepsut went to unfriendly. Napoleon sparked a revolution. You settled too close to their capital. No, I didn't. Technically, yes, but no. Alright, settled a town nearby, settled a town nearby. They're out in the abyss of existence. If I can't see them, they don't matter to me. Alright, that's all I have to say. 7 gold! Holy cow. Distant lands, gold. Yeah, good thing we went to distant lands. Even though I really wanted to war Rizal. And I still do. I'm not gonna lie, I still want to kill him. I want to eliminate him from the playing field. Permanently. Okay, well, I can get the Archipelago. Might as well upgrade that. It's just more damage we can deal. Alright, do we want to get innovation points? Maybe. Might be worth it. You know, just an option. There's also future tech, which I can get through rather quickly. Oh, I think I know what happened. Yeah, let's do this. I stole science, and someone found out. Oh, Rizal didn't find out. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I can't plug that in. That's useless to me. Alright, you did that. What's our next target? Oh, hey, we could hit that one up. Let's go to Paris, though. Paris sounds like a lovely time, a lovely place. Let's go up here. Cauquis. Alright. Some of these are not sounding very, how do you say? They don't sound very, why am I blanking on the term? French. Yeah, there we go. They don't sound very French, do they? Makes me start to wonder. Alright, no, seriously, what's up here? Nagulu Mapu, huh? Probably just gonna leave you alone. And by leave you alone, I mean I'll probably kill you. Heliocentric model and discover calculus. Yeah, we do need to do that. Lascorial, man, ain't that a dream. Alright, where are we at? 14 to 16. What's up that number, huh? Give me a settler up here. Because this is tundra, right? It looks like a tundra. Say it's tundra. Thank you. If the game didn't say it, I was gonna lose my mind. Alright, let's secure. I could secure a lot more gold. What's in here? Dungeon and university, observatory and armorer. Oh, well, the university's not built yet, is it? That's why we're not getting adjacency. Well, let's go with the 3, because that'll also be a 3. So, yeah, that's where we want to be. I'll definitely take them elephants. I love elephants. Lose 10 gold? No. I just love saying no to people. I will admit, I love a lot of diplomatic influence just to say no. It is a fun thing to do. Just be like, nah, I want you to reject this. Nah. Nah, I don't think I will. All right, let's do the siege unit thing or whatever. Let's go for that. White Tower is available. Medieval walls are... all my walls are done. We built every wall. Oh, we can build Thanhue. I am going to build that there. Yeah, build Thanhue. Let's try to get Thanhue. It's another wonder. Wow, 5 culture and 4 science. That's actually pretty good. You know what? I will fill that in, because depending on how things go, that's still going to be a great tile. All right. Yes, I also find it ironic that I said I'd never build anything there, and now I am. All right. The irony is not lost on me. All right, what do you do? Fill a command... Quit with this commander crap. I'm looking for one specific... Yeah, I'm looking for one specific guy, okay? We all know who I'm looking for. He's my favorite one because he literally uncovers all of the ocean tiles in the game. It's a big deal. Like, it's an amazing conquistador to have. You guys have to come here. I ain't going there. Kidding me? This missionary can go out and explore it, but I ain't. All right, you need to just wait a turn. All right, spread some more religion here. Oh, they got monasteries. That's a bummer. That's a good one. It's a real good one to have. All right. So there's White Tower. I might be able to build that, actually. Let me get into Las Palmas here. Oh, bummer. I do have one spot that would take it. I don't want to do that. Oh, Nantes. Hey, look at that. It's kind of a useless location for you. Who is spreading their garbage to me? Keep your crap out of here. You can take your own religion back. I could care less about that. Most of your guys' cities are trash anyway. But... you leave your religion out of me, okay? All right, Las Palmas is the only place I can build White Tower. But it's going to hurt my stone head. But it's White Tower. With no adjacency, by the way, so that kind of ticks me off. All right, get out of here. Well, we might as well finish this off in the future civic like a madman. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Oh, man, we got all of our stuff up. Well, hey, guess what? He's the top dog for a reason. I'm going to keep stealing from him. Give me that, give me that. I'll even convert one of your settlements, what looks good. Hyena with a 37 looks pretty good. Yep, there you go. That's a conquistador. What do you do? Oh, is that the ability? Activate in distant lands on a water tile, +1 movement. Yes. Oh, well, that's not exactly what I want, but hey, that'll work. Now, what do you do? All right, you're going the other way. Keep getting conquistadors for me. Get a few more. All right, so how are we on the stuff, by the way? We need 3 more fortifications. Okay. That's all I needed to see. All right, this is fine. Let's move on. Let's get you up here. Activate. Beautiful. Just kind of move around. Get these guys hooked up. All right. Swing around. We're getting closer to the conquistador I want. We're getting close. I'm going to ask for open borders for that. He accepts. Fantastic. What do we get here? Yeah, I'll take that. All right, settler. Off you go to the great unknown, which is right across the ocean, which is where you were supposed to go until Canal was like, hey, look at this. Little magic trick, and decided to kill my people. All right. Ooh, you're doing things I don't like. Thanhue, baby. If heroes remained home to die by the fire, would their names be inscribed upon bamboo and silk for all eternity? Tran Hong Dao. We're gonna watch this one. I barely built Thanhue. Look at that beauty. Increases the specialist limit, so that's nice. Not that I really need it. I mainly just wanted the wonder. It's good grief, were people getting on my nerves with that. All right. Have 3 different religions, 3 different religions, 3 different religions. Okay, so great. I don't want it. I don't want this garbage, so get it out. No, one dogma, my dogma. And we're going to go through this very quickly because we're going to be hitting our stuff very fast. All right, so let's put this in. 3 turns for that wall is insane. So what else do we got? All right, so we got stoneheads, we got company posts. I can get 2 more culture on that. I'm going to go gold. So I made up my mind on that, so that's gold. All right, so that's confirmed. We have an inn, a menagerie. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we do have a 2-tile over here with a temple in it. So I'm going to buy a menagerie for that. I will go ahead and put a in here for more happiness. And then we could buy a bank hospital. Ah, okay, we only have 1 spot. Bank it is. If I had to choose bank, I'd rather have money. All right, so that's secured. This is fine with me. Villa, do you have anything else to offer? Oh, yes, Stonehead. I forgot there was a Stonehead there. Let's company post that. Okay, you're good. Zaragoza, I don't think you have any more right now. No, that's fine. You do need a sawmill, though. There we go. That's really going to boost our production and money. Temple. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade. We'll do that. Not that you really need to, but it's nice to have. Crisis, -8 in settlements that do not follow your religion. Yep, I choose the dogma. Every time. 30 GDP. Climbing higher. That's what I like to see. 279. I don't like the fact he's climbing higher. All right. Well, we're good for now. We're top 3 in a lot of regards. So, all right, let's get you here, you in. And then we can just kind of explore with skill day. Will get us going in a few more turns, which will get us another settlement limit, which would be very nice. Okay, we acquired that. Let's just keep moving. We already went up there. Let's come down. Right, so we got treasure convoy. Can we make it in the amount of turns? Oh, that is very steep. 14 turns. That's 17. Okay, yeah, so across is the fastest. I don't trust canal, so, okay, 306. We're going to try to start befriending that and getting it out of the way. All right, what do we got here? All right, that should give me another relic. I don't know if I can place it, though. I'm out of room. I'm out of room. All right, let's do Paris. I'm mainly just spreading my religion at this point, just to get it spread. It's actually not bad. Really, I don't know why Rizal has 951 science, though. All right, so that's good. Where am I going? Yes, we'll go here. This is a triple regardless now. Oh, yeah, I've already said that. And that's what I like about that tile. All right, so I can get more stoneheads. I won't be able to get the doubles as much, but going here is definitely where we want to go for another stonehead. Look at that. Oh, I love these. They're so good. Sargoza keep growing. Never change, Sargoza, never change. All right, what we got going on here? Let's acquire some spots. You're almost in position. Oh, you have stuff as well. That's great. 15 turns is pretty steep, but that's all we can do. Unfortunately. So these might not make it because we'll probably finish what we're doing before that happens. All right, we could future tech, which is a great idea. I am going to grab some innovation points real quick, though, just so we are at least, you know, in the ballpark. I'm going to go ahead and grab more happiness on my stuff, and we're going to keep future civicing. All right, so that's fine. We'll move on from there. Let's go there. All right, what is your ability? Activate in distant lands adjacent to a natural wonder. Gain 200 gold for each natural wonder tile. All right, unfortunately, I only know of 1. I don't think he's going to make it either. Ah, yeah, good luck, bud. Unless... Oh, wait. Where'd you go? No. Where'd you at? We have a closer one. We do have a closer one. That should work, right? This should work. Yeah, go this way. Cancel. We'll affect him next turn. Okay, all right, beautiful. Just skip a turn. I love that extra sight. It's beautiful. All right. You can go up here. That should take care of Paris. All right. Very nice indeed. Okay, you made it. Great. We'll get a guy for you. Congratulations. Yep, we now have 3 tercios. I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. All right. What is next? What got built? Oh, Bashwardi Temple by Tecumseh. Okay. There's the innovation points. Calculus. All right, there's a tercio. I don't know if I'll really be able to use them, but we have them. Okay, so this should be getting me more culture, right? +2 culture on improvements on adjacent tiles. Yeah, so, okay, that one worked. Just wasn't reading it. Yeah, so this should really be a 4. All right, well, that's fine. Let's secure the gold first. All right, and then we'll take these up. All right, support. Yes, I will support that. All right, now what do we got for espionage? We converted Rizals, so that's great. Hatshepsut's still mad. Like we care. Let's get our last innovation, and then we'll be doing future techs. All right, so Stonehead, no, because we have a company post in there. What can we do? I know there's a few things we... Oh, yes, right. Discover Calculus, and then probably do another Conquistador. All right, so you should be able to activate on a commander with 3 empty slots. Yep, you're going to go that way, because we'll just take a Tercio out, honestly. Oh, well, 2 of them, actually. There we go. All right, so we have pearls, apparently. Can't place them, so that's a bummer. We got more treasure. Off we go with treasure. This Tercio... Oh, he appeared. Well, yeah, you can just stay here pretty much. All right, this should be considered... It is. Oh, wait, what? Whoa. Oh, yep, natural wonder adjacent. Okay, yep, that'll work. Off you go. Actually, this is probably a spot we want to be, but hey, we'll get there. All right, so this, activate on distant lands, +1 to treasure convoys, so that'll probably help. That should help us out a lot with trying to get our treasure to us. Hopefully we can make it happen. All right, okay, we could attack you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, just get you out of the way. All right, you're in position. Fantastic. All right, we got our 6 settles. Hix Dracones. Let's pause. Okay, get me a fishing key and a harbor. Okay, let's get the saw pit and sawmill. Alright. Could do a temple. We'll see. Let's get that medieval wall. We need more of those. There it is. Beautiful. Alright, so now we can just boom, grab that. Okay, so 2 and 3. Okay, it's a little short. Let's do this first. We want the fur first, because getting the horses will be pretty quick. Alright, so... Oh, hey, you have some elephants. Don't mind if I do. You need to go in there. Everybody has crabs. Lovely. Alright, so let's drop one of these. You can have this. Alright, Nate, looking pretty good. Las Palmas, we can't really do much. I wish we could. Yeah, we'll just leave the pearls out for now. Alright, boom, there's Paris. Do we have all of our stuff? We do not. We can get some temples real quick. Oh, Zimbabwe already has one, of course. Alright, Karuna does not, though. Let's get you a temple plugged in. And medieval walls, actually, because this is going to be a thing for all of us every time. So, because acquiring the 2 culture, the 2 tourism on each one. Good grief, everybody. Okay, I didn't realize we were having an argument down here. I would have stayed away from it. Alright, so you sit tight. Alright. Canal, I need you to be friendly with me, so we're going to mess with you a little bit. Alright, you'll probably leave my guys alone, I hope. Alright, there's Salamanca back in our grace. Good. Let's move on. Okay. Oh, well, it's looking pretty solid. Pretty solid work. We're at the 4X crushing victory. I don't think I'm there, but let's take a look at it. 900. Well, we're close. That's actually not terrible either. Okay. Man, he's at 63 on that. Yeah, he's going to really push through that science next stage, which does have me concerned. At this stage, let's go gold and influence on relics, because we don't need any more relics. We've got all the relics we need. Wow, what do we want on this? Oh, overbuilding, yeah, definitely. Let's maintain those specialists a little bit, huh? All right, the jade I would like to plug in. At this stage, I don't need this 3 food. Yeah, just take that out. Plug this in. Wow, 24 gold. That's insane. Yeah, we'll just throw that into Karuna there. All right, you sleep. All right, these Tercios are around anyway. You can stay put. Oh, hey, Nagulu Mapu is now friendly, but hey, that is still a pirate ship, so get away from me. Oh, more treasure. How about that? Let's get you up here, because I should have a guy somewhere. All right. Per Hathor. Oh, is this the big one? Yep. Activate in distant lands. Reveals all of the map except for the interior of distant lands. And guess what? This is an archipelago map. So that's pretty much the whole map. Oh, that's a beauty right there. All right, let's not do too much. We want this Conquistador to do his work. That's really the only one I wanted. I don't care about the others. Toledo probably has to build up, which means I should buy. It's a buyer's market. I'm not seeing much I want to buy, though, for Toledo. All right, what we got? All right, beautiful. Tercio, you're good. All right, let's keep moving. Keep it moving. We're right at the end here. 80% will go very quickly. Especially with us going through future tech here in just a second. Yep, we got our innovation. Beautiful. We're just here to future tech it now. I don't care about the rest of the stuff. We're at 36. We are 30 behind everybody, which is not great. So we're going to try to boost that up just a tad. All right. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? All right, so there we go. Might be able to get that. Oh, maybe not. I'm going to go ahead and sweep up that guy, though. All right, no, seriously. This nickel and diamond movement is really annoying. Okay, I don't even know why I'm still moving these guys. I might as well uncover what we can, right? Good job, Charlemagne. I don't care. Mount Everest, or not Everest, Mount Mary? What is this mountain? What are you called? Gentle eruption. Oh, Merapi. There it is. I can read. I can find things. All right, grow our town. That is 5 gold. All right, yeah, we'll finally acquire that. I should have done that sooner. All right. Really, you're done. All that's left is just, you know, getting space. I will admit, though, we could, you know, do some... You know what? Put this out here. Vigo, you do have a granary option. This rarely happens. Rarely. That is happiness. This is unhappy. Okay, I want my granary here. Oh, actually, you know what? Crush this one. Normally, I don't do granaries in fishing towns, but this is an exception. For very good reason. Put that down there. Get us some stonehead action. Yeah, look at that. Boom. That's what I like to see. Temple. Oh, yeah, I can put temple in there. Let's get that secured in. Locked in there, because we do have this. Oh, I can put that in my pavilion. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the horse. Perfect. All right, so now we just let that kind of do its thing. And Pamplona. All right. Madrid. So all that's really left is getting us a lovely bank right here. Secure that, and we'll secure it with a hospital, of course. So that's our final spot there. As for this, let's go ahead and secure this. I don't know what this is going to look like next stage, so that worries me. All right, I don't think we have any more conquistadors, do we? Oh, we still do. Well, I'm done with conquistadors. I could care less now. Let's finish up our walls. They're both for defense and tourism. We want all the walls we can to really jumpstart our tourist attractions next age. Trade opportunity, we do want some people. Plus 50% towards convert, -4 happiness in homelands. +4 golden settlements not following my religion, -4. Yeah, we'll just take this one. Actually, speaking of which, I can spread some religion again. Just talk to Rizal here. That looks good. I'm just going to pick one and go. That's about it. All right, what do you do? Oh, a settlement. Eligible settlements, huh? Well, if I go here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a great settle location. Yeah, put her down right there, my friend. Ooh, Gangyong. Let me befriend... Ah. Of course, Rizal steals everything from me. Yeah, just go to Palmona here. All right, good. Everybody finally is leaving me alone, which is what I wanted this whole time. I could get a temple in Pamplona. Oh, no, we don't need to. Yeah, you need a missionary, my friend. You gotta spread this lovely religion to everybody who will listen to it. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Probably a bad idea, but sure. All right, lovely. Off you go, I guess. Oh, we can make it. Perfect. All right, a merchant in the nearest settlement. Can Salamanca deal with 1 turn of nothing? I don't want to risk that. Oh, great. Now I gotta go all the way back here because I didn't. Yeah, just give me the happiness. Thank you. All right, let's get closer. There we go. We'll take that guy in. All right, just get up here. I just need you gone. All right, they figured their little business out. All right, so basically my plan is to buy a bunch of merchants at the end of the age. All right, there's some more GDP. 3467. We're at 301 on the culture. It's not terrible. All right. Okay, that does worry me, all this over here. Basically, the longer we wait, the harder it'll be to do all that. But all right, we can do academics next stage. We'll try it again. Expect failure immediately. So I'm going to fill you in. Okay, and yeah, I say we just get culture points at this point. We do need to get that little tile, but that's not a big deal. All right, secure more walls. Do we need to put down a hospital in here? Bank anywhere? That is a 4. That's a 3. It is a lot of gold. I don't really think it's worth it, though. I mean, it is a ton of gold, but it's not really necessary. Oh, science for all of our resources. Thank you. That's a big boost. That's a real big boost. All right, Las Palmas, what do you got for me? Oh, White Tower, right. The problem is I think this is more. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's more. Let's go ahead and secure it, though. It is a wonder. That is going to get us something. All right, let's grow out here and at least get our culture back with this. All right. Hold up. Where's my stonehead? There it is. Mind your head. All right, we could buy some stuff. Like, here we go. Now we can get a bank out here, which I'm for. And we'll get the hospital with it. Could put down a nice wharf. All right, there's some merit on these. If I go over here, I can actually get my, yeah, I can get up here for culture stuff. It's not a bad idea. All right, let me think on this. Do we want to crush that? I can move the production over. Am I able to acquire? Oh, you know what? We will do that. Yeah, let's put a wharf here. Okay. Boom. Oh, 500 GDP. Thank you. That gets us closer to our goal. 4,000. All right, back to spending money, as I am good at doing that. Did we put our culture somewhere? Why am I not seeing it? Where is it at? Dungeon, armorer. Oh, right, we put them right there. Well, now we have this availability. We could do the temple in the menagerie. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll just move our guy right over here. Beautiful. Oh, apparently I have another spot. Oh, you know what? Let me steal this. Oh, why do I still have more? Okay, well, I'll just keep grabbing things then. Some science. All right, Las Palmas. I cannot purchase the stoneheads, but we will put them in right around here. All right, let's increase our science. Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, see, we're starting to roll. We're starting to roll here. We're really starting to ball. Okay, one of you's going here, and the other one's going in there. That solves that problem immediately. Treasure convoy. I would love to get over here. Alright, luckily Canal's gonna leave me alone. There we go. Alright, yeah, let's get this religious spread. There we go. Just get that out of the way now. Perfect. Alright, we should be getting our one guy shortly, so that'll help solve this little problem. You can go all the way to Cornstalkstown. I'm done with you now. Let's get you going in here. Beautiful. We'll just get around here. Activate. Boom. That's the whole map. 7 out of 7 natural wonders discovered. Also, I automatically get a celebration next stage. How dirty is that? Alright, so what was the last one? Torres del Paine. Okay, that was in his territory. So good to know. Alright, so yeah, we've uncovered 100% of the map. Are you kidding me? There's White Tower gone, so that wasted my time. Oh well, not a big deal. I took like how long to do that? Alright, 10 turns, there we go. Valencia, Stonehead. Oh yeah, let me put some Stoneheads down for Valencia real quick. Alright. I want to put another Stonehead down. Could I get something there? I really want to. A Brickyard and a Stonecutter are appealing to me, so let's put them in. Okay. Granary, I don't care. Company Post. I'll put that over there, because we're not doing anything else with it yet, so we'll put that in. Alright, Las Palmas. Might as well build some walls for me. I'm going to purchase some Stoneheads. Can't purchase another one. I'm not even going to do a company post. Get out of here. I know it increases our stuff. Losing religious pressure. Oh, it appears we are losing religious pressure. That's not good. That's not good at all. Now we're going to have to fix that. Reject. Get out of my face with that. I do not care about your little grievances. The fact I haven't even got a single cultural attribute until just now is insane. Alright, yep, keep building walls. Walls is where it's at right now. That's tourism for us. Alright, Karuna... Oh, treasure convoy. Okay, well, try to get out here if we can. Like I said, none of my treasure's gonna make it. It's just how it is. Alright, skip your turn and we'll get this guy next turn. You... have pretty much... Oh, we have not acquired all of the map. It's a little bit left right there. Oh, no. It's almost 100. Almost 100. Well, let's try to get in here if we can. That might do a bit more. All right. Activate you on our guy. That way we got a full army in here. Ooh, what happened? Las Palmas. Yep, we're going to have to fix that. I hate when that happens. All right, there's a future civic... tech that we can get out of the way. All right, let's grow our city. Las Palmas, we'll put you there. Alright, off you go with the treasure. Yeah, let's get our religion back, okay? I don't like this. Oh, you don't have a thing. That's right. Alright. Alright, let's get our guy in here then. Alright, perfect. Oh, a stonecutter and a brickyard, huh? Well, that does have some use. Let's go ahead and plug those in real quick. Beautiful. I get why it's telling me to spread out too, by the way, because I'd just be getting more gold. Which, I mean, to be fair, is not a bad idea. I'm just more of the, I like having everything nice and tidy, which might actually be hurting me. Who knows? Let's secure this, even though we will lose the iron. I reject you. Rejection. Get out of here. Get used to it, Hatshepsut. You're going to get rejected a lot. All right. Ooh, I have another attribute point because we did the science. We did the thing. Hey, how about we get faster at wonders, huh? That would be nice. All right, science. Got 3,000 culture. Holy cow. Oh, and oh my gosh. Resolve. I'm gonna do that one. I don't think I can have enough turns for the others. Holy crap. That was nuts. Alright, I can purchase buildings. Let me get a temple in here. Company post can stay out of it. Oh yeah, I gotta put a thing down. Can I do... Okay, we don't need any more relic stuff. We're fine. Alright. I don't need any of that either, so that's good. I know it's culture on the table, but perfect. Actually, science on the table, my bad. Yeah, you're not going to make it, but I'm going to keep sending them over here. Because some of them might make it, which is more GDP for me. Not bad. 309 on the culture, that's really good. I'm at least becoming reasonable on this, so that works for me. Oh, whoa, that's a war. Sorry. I was like, thought that was my settlement. Yeah, I thought that belonged to me, guys. Come on. Yeah, it's mine, right? Oh, they're blocking me out. So it's not 100%, which means I have to get a scout for next stage. All right. So Hatshepsut has completed the triumph. Flail of God. Have a war declared on you. All right. Have a commander with 3 commendations. Do I have a commander with 3 commendations? No, I don't. I'm just going to take the influence then. I don't have enough time for that. All right. So we got stoneheads. These won't get me stoneheads. Oh, this would. There we go. That's what I wanted. Give me my stonehead. I like my stonehead. All right. It's a beautiful stonehead. As for this, we'll go here and get another stonehead. There we go. They just feed off each other. I love it. I'll just take money. You all fight each other as much as you want. I'm here for cash. All right. We got all of our walls. That's great. I don't know if we really have room for anything. Let's find out. Hospital. I'd be crushing stuff that I don't want to crush. So let's just do a research initiative. Pop some of those off. All right, now as for you, we still... Okay, we finished all the conquistadors. That's good. That's really good. Might as well get me one scout. And then I want you to make a ton of merchants. Yes. Hey, you made it. All right, what can you do? Activate on a city-state and become suzerain. Well, that doesn't even matter. All right, that won't work. Okay, well, we tried. Let's settle this up. There's Havana. Havana. I know the song terribly, so don't expect much from me for that. We could do both and at least increase the... Yeah, you know what? We might as well. I will keep that tile in. So let's do saw pit, sawmill. All right, brickyard, stone cutter. Okay, medieval wall, because why not? All right, and then we got our growth. So let's go boom, boom. All right, and boom. Might have enough to grab this. I'm not too worried about that. Now if we throw a crab in there, huh? Oh, looks like he already... Oh, right, the whale. You get out of there. You don't need to be doing that. Actually, you know what? I'm fine with that. Well, you're going in here now. You're going somewhere. All right, you're starting to annoy me, man. Okay, you need to go up to Las Palmas and fix this situation. All right, so we're blocked out. Let's just leave. All right, declare war. Declare war. 10% left. Let's finish her out here. All right, what's this do again? Okay, go here. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, well, that works too. That was a something I didn't expect to happen. Flail of God. Hey, man, people are getting war declared like crazy in distant lands. All right, get over there. I love how they always go through there every time. You don't want them to, but they do it. Every time they do it. It's ridiculous. All right, let me secure Vinicuna here. That way we have all the tiles. All right, so apparently we have some more walls to build, of course. Get me another stone head. Beautiful stone head. Company posts, none of those are happening. There we go. Crisis. All missionaries in my territory get movement. And when I convert a settlement, works for me. Because we're about to do that, by the way. About to cause chaos. Alright, you're going to auto-explore because there's a few locations left. You're hurting me. In my opinion, that shouldn't have happened. But it did. I'll just acquire... Oh, that one looks good. Yep, repair all. Okay, what are you doing over here? Activate in distant lands army commander... 2 ranged units and an infantry unit. Okay. I just don't have enough money to buy them, huh? Oh, get up here. I'm probably going to buy them. I'm also going to buy a missionary. Because this is starting to happen. The thing I hate most. Give me another missionary. Alright, you made it. Good. I guess that technically is correct. That's one way to work it, huh? Alright, beautiful. That'll work. How are we on limit? Oh, we're exactly at 16. That's beautiful. Okay, where do we need to go? Okay, there's stuff I can just not reach. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. I'm annoyed that that won't be considered 100% either. Alright, you're really in my way, dude. I don't like it. I'll take some more of that GDP, please. I don't think we're going to get enough GDP for the one ability. Let me check that. Yeah, we're not going to get 800. We would like 800, but it's not going to happen. Domination from settlements in distant lands. If we unload a treasure convoy worth at least 10 cargo, that would never happen. At least not in this game. Alright, so what's down here? 3 settlements, declare. Okay, I don't care. I don't care about any of this stuff either. I found all 7 natural wonders, though, which gave me food on breathtaking. All right. I have 3 different religions. That's... Oh, wow, that's lovely. That ticks me off. All right, we got a flood explosion. Repair all that again. By the way, this is going to be a problem. These guys are sleeping. All right, they're going to sleep. All right, we got a migrant. We've converted. Guess what? We're going to convert again. We're just here to convert him forever. All right. I don't even care anymore. Oh, wait. Hallelujah. Yeah, there you go. Off you go. I don't even know if we have 4 turns. Keep making my walls. Alright, there's a ton of tourism. Alright, this is good. We need to go here. Low happiness, don't care. Alright, pop you off. Get this migrant out. Alright, might as well buy another army commander. And there we go. So now we have some military. Alright, Valencia, try to keep that going. You can just sit where you're at. Alright, there's Cornstalk Town. A little extra... Love our way. Really? Oh, there we go. We got it. Okay, so there's 1 tile done. Let's get Karuna back. Activate this guy for some gold. Just get you out. All right, I don't know if I'd be able to activate them to explore, you know? Have 5 non-city districts with 75 plus yield. All right, there's Future Civic again. 5 turns left. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. All right, get you here. Gotta be careful, because I can get another stonehead. Ah, yeah, that's right. Another stonehead. Boom, baby. Can you grow again, please? Oh, that one's not happy. Aw, can't get another stonehead. We've acquired all we needed. Oh, I needed to go up there. Wasn't paying attention. All right, there's the whales. That's what we needed. I really don't care who ships it. We'll keep saying we don't care because we don't. That might happen, so we're going to do that. 11 turns. Just might make it. No, we're not going to make it. We wish we could. All right, so yep, that happened again. Go ahead and get another missionary. All right. Is all my other religion areas good? The fact this hasn't been settled is crazy. All right, Cadiz, Argoza, Valencia we're working with. All right, these are good. Karuna, Zimbabwe. Okay, yep, we're going to be fine. All right, yep, sleep. All these merchants are going to sleep. This commander's not going to do anything either. Oh, you made it. Impressive, impressive. Off you go. We got corn stock. Well, let's hit up Sawanwa Hatwe. I don't know how you pronounce some of this stuff. I'm just trying to be fancy with it. All right, you need to go here. And there's Karuna. Actually, it works out pretty well, because then I can just do one of... Oh, hit me up with that niter. That's great. All right, everything's fixed. Hey, we got 350 population. Look at that. All right, apparently this brickyard wood does have use, so we'll go ahead and put that in. Also, it's gold that I can use regardless, so that is pretty handy. Can I get another? Give me another. Oh, I can't repair... Oh, man. I'd do it next turn. We could fix next turn. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a problem. It's a solved problem. It is solved. All right. Ashoka did his little due diligence. Good for him. What's the other guy? Never mind. Ashoka did some stuff. Good. That's great. All right. Fix. Head. There we go. Give me another wall. Yep. Your job is walls. That's it. Everybody's job is walls. Oh, wait. You need to wake up. They're spreading religion to me again. I hate it. All right. Let's get this migrant going off. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, we're going to grab this because we'll probably get Valencia to do a... probably going to do a whole bunch of... why am I blanking on it? You know what these are. Resort towns. Yeah, we're probably going to do a bunch of resort towns. I think it's going to be our best bet. All right, off you go. You sleep. Yep, perfect. Okay. Oh, hey, we made another one. Perfect. Now we're really talking. 46.75. We got some options here. We got some options on both of these, which is crazy. All right, you need to get through Zimbabwe. And hopefully this stuff will turn... Quit converting my stuff. Salamanca, again. Oh my gosh. Take your religion and shove it. I hate religion in this game. I try to interact with it, and it's just hot garbage. It's just hot garbage. Alright, I'm just going to take people, because we're all going to be... Look, Madrid's unhappy. Oh, because they're not following me. Again, repair your guild hall first off. Second off, get a missionary. Yep. All you can do is build walls, apparently, so... You're going to build some of those. Alright, yeah, Cartagena is just going to be making that happen for a while. You can acquire some of this because that's what will work for you. I reject everything you have and exist for. Alright, receive a population in my capital. Yeah, why not? Hey, I didn't think we would get that one. There we go. We did a convert. Great. We got an action, military, another settlement limit. We're not going to... Obviously, we can't settle right now, but hey, we got it for when we need it. Alright, you're gonna sleep. You're gonna sleep. So we're gonna try to get through here. Treasure convoy. I know there's no point in sending these, but we're just gonna keep doing it. Alright, there's that one. Okay. You would almost make it if you were a turn faster. But we got a guy. We sure do. Get your religion out of here. Take your crap and leave. Honestly, I'm getting another guy. Yeah, give me another guy. I don't want to deal with this garbage anymore. I'm not dealing with that garbage. All right, 16 and 10 turns. None of those are happening. Mainly, we're just doing that just so we don't have to keep clicking through. Take your religion and shove it. Yeah, you keep blowing up my guild hall because of this crap. Oh, man, that just makes you want to punch the monitor. No, I'm kidding. There we go. Let's get out here. Goodness, everybody's upset. Upsetty. I almost feel like I should tell you to shove it. All right, what do we want? Oh, hey, that'll... work. Wait, hold up. Is that... Oh, yeah. Distant lands. Yeah. It's fine with me. Toledo. We're done. We're done. There's nothing else to do. All right. We're at the end of our rope here. All right. We always have all of our walls. That's pretty good. All right. Where are you at? All right. Yep. Salamanca. Destroyed again and rebuilt through the flames. All right. You're going to sleep. Is that 2, 4, 5 of you guys? 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So 2, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. If I can even get that many. We will try our best, sir. We will try our best. Alright. See if we can explore this last little inch of stuff. Oh, wow, you're kidding me. That one little tile. Alright, get that out of the way. Is there anything we want to buy before this really kicks off here? Because there are some places I did not even touch. Like, Zaragoza is still... here. I could set it up to a resort town and get some stuff out of it. I mean, all of these have options. I think we just leave them be, honestly. The only downside is we got to get rail stations to them and or aerodrome. No, rail stations. Yeah, we just need rail stations. All right, perfect, Vanna. Thank you. Nope, get out of here. She's trying to do all this stuff against me, man. She really hating. She really hating. All right, get this last wall in. That's going to be a ton of tourism for next stage. I love it. All right, where are you going? Yep, we're going to go right in here. Try to uncover some more of this map. All right, merchant sleep, missionary sleep. You need to pop off. Oh, that's annoying. You're on the one tile. I'm going to buy another guy. Again, why does it quit destroying this thing? Holy cow, man. That is just not, it's not cool. All right, there we go. What else we got? Oh, hey, that actually made it. That's impressive. I didn't think it would. Okay, reasonable. Reasonable. All right, let's move on. All right, what would resort towns get me? They would be happiness buildings, so that'd be inns and things like that. Final turn of the age. I got 5,000 gold. Anything I want to do with it. Exploration is ending. I will accept whatever that is. All right. Okay, so I keep trying to fix a thing. Oh, hey, go here. There we go. Perfect. All right. Oh, I was, instead of buying it, so I kept stopping on medieval walls. Oh, that is frustrating too. Okay. Thank you for that. Yep, you were pointless. I knew you would be, but hey, we did it anyway. Alright, Vatican City. Good, we got that out of the way. So that's one less thing to do, right? Okay, so that's all of our people. Is there anything we can do religion-wise that we have to do? Looks like we are secure in our religion. Okay, that's really good. Looks like we've acquired pretty much all of our merchants. We could kind of prep things up for next age. Maybe we should. Should we make Zaragoza into a... Yeah, let's do a resort town here. See what we could get. Menageries and inns. Okay. All I would want would be an inn. So really... Oh, hey, yeah, we can put that in right there. Perfect. I'm mainly just looking at happiness. Alright, so happiness. Valencia. I'll fix that woodcutter real quick. Valencia we would make into a gold center, but we kind of have things going for that, so we don't need to. The rest, I kind of feel fine with, really. We'll just kind of leave them and let them go from there. Yeah, we're going to leave those be. So let's do that. We're going to be Spain even harder. So what does Spain get us in the modern age? 3 food, 3 gold, and 3 production in settlements adjacent to coast and in settlements following your own religion. Or +6 if it is both doubled. If it is both doubled in settlements in distant lands. 15% gold towards converting a town to a city, or 30% gold in settlements in distant lands. That makes no... How does that work for this? So I'd have to keep my religion, I guess. Well, actually, I wouldn't have to keep... No, just the ability, right? Just the ability. Keep your founder belief. So our... Okay, so our religion would stay. Okay, so that actually might be pretty powerful. So let's go ahead and continue with Spain. 2 science per age. So that'd be up to 6 science in Tundra. We actually do have Tundra towns. I might just keep these as they are. Let me just take a look if there's anything that'd really help us with... Oh, there is something that would help us with culture. Yeah, we're going to drop the... we're going to drop that. We're going to add in our 1 ability, of course. Where is the saddle? Yeah, we need the explorers, and we'll just make a ton of money off the natural wonders. So, yeah, we'll hurt on science a little bit, not too much. But this is what we're going to have to do. So let's confirm those in. The gold on our stuff is really going to help us out. That's going to be amazing. So let's go ahead and confirm that in. Oh, we have a unit, apparently. Oh, we'll all be right at the end of the age. That actually does help. It gets us 30 more GDP. We're roughly, you know, we're 1/3 of the way on this. We're about 1/3 on all of these, except for science. We're leading at the back. Well, not really leading. We're at the back. All right. Well, there we go. We have accomplished it. So that is exploration. We now become Spain in the modern age. We'll see how that goes. Should work pretty well for us. We did a fine job on a few things. So we'll see how this finishes out. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.